Can you hear me running? It's fucking Hugo. I'm in. One of my favorites. I forgot how this game worked. It's been too long. Alright, I remember that. Parry low forward Chipu. Oh, he got thrown. He tried to throw while Hugo was still so invincible. What kind of mid-tier? He expected to be parried. He thought that Crush Fierce would hit midair. And he thought Hugo was going to parry the Crush Fierce and he tried to DP. The funny thing is that just loses to 2 parries. Hugo doesn't even need to, like, if Hugo does a 3rd parry. Oh, he had the right read, but he was too slow. He might have gone for multiple parries. I think you can just hit a button right away there. Actually, I don't know, because Ken can cancel it to uppercut. Crouch jab might hit before the uppercut cancel window even appears, though. Nice. Okay, he got squished. How did that low short do 0 damage? Ken had like the same HP before it hit as after. He didn't, but like, damn. Why are lights so weak in 3rd strike? It makes sense for Shotos and characters who can confirm off their lights. Wow, what a catch. I think that EX Tatsu will sometimes beat that. It's just luck of the draw. If Hugo does it earlier, he has better odds though. Double DP? Yep. It's me. It's 3rd strike. Double DP? Yup. He did medium DP for the second one. Oh, that is so cheap versus Hugo. That shit is just a 50-50. I'm finally done. I'm finally done. I made all the videos. That means I can stream again. And we got the fucking fan favorite characters right here. What a snatch. That went half screen. Looked like he was training another one. McKen just did wake up far fierce and it worked. I don't know if Alex is actually... I mean, Alex is a fan favorite character. I mean, not Alex. Sean. Sean is a fan favorite character by design. But by actual gameplay, I don't know. I'm glad they're all done. I did a pretty good job with most of them. The one I think I did the worst job on, ironically, is Ryu, which is the very first one I did. And it's because I left out one piece of information that I consider to be very fucking important, which is the light DP to light donkey kick. I theorized that would be possible. I thought it would be like trade only or something, but I didn't actually lab it. But then when I finally went back and labbed it, it's like easy. You can do it all the time. And I'm just like, shit, this is way better than the EX Fireball thing. You'd probably usually be looking for a light donkey kick and not EX Fireball. Ah, far fierce. That's high parry only. From that range, Ken doesn't have that many options that are high parry only, so it's very tempting to low parry. It's like that plus damn roundhouse. Or maybe far strong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His moveset is unfortunately not very interesting. Everything is just either a Shoto or shitty. Nice. Wait, do what is a grounded hitter anti-air? That fireball, that close strong to fireball wasn't even a combo. Oh, huge punish. Oh, light DP into light donkey kick. Yeah, it's anti-air only. There's no follow-up from grounded light DP. You have to get the 70 damage version of the light DP. The one that hits anti-air. You can't get like the first couple active frames. A couple of his normals are interesting. Like close roundhouse is in particular quite good. I'll say that for Sean, he's got a cool close roundhouse. But it's basically just Ryu's close forward, or Akuma's close forward. It's like almost the same normal. I think Sean's is a little bit stronger. But functionally it's very similar. I don't think Sean gets close roundhouse link super. Ryu and Akuma both get that. Sean has to like do late cancel. I'm doing alright. I'm gonna do a leftovers video. I decided. I can just go. Every time someone like posted something I forgot or missed out on, I put a little heart on their comment. And that was partially to be like, hey, people read this, but it was partially to be like, I can go back and look at all the comments with hearts to see stuff I could put in the leftovers video. I can make that whenever, since the comments have kind of like stopped on all the videos. I'm only getting like a couple a day. Well, it's more like 5 to 10 a day, but considering there's 45 videos. What a fucking anti-air. Nice. You can just OS that double parry. There's no danger. Nice. If you parry high on Dudley's meaty, you're probably anticipating overhead. And then you can just always do 2 parries. And if he doesn't cancel the second, if he doesn't do the cancel, you still get the punish. You gotta do a kind of fast punish, but Ken's TC qualifies, as does like low forward or, you know, whatever else Ken wants to go for. It's a scaling issue, but that's actually not even always true. Whether Ken target combo into super or target combo into fireball into super does more damage, it's actually based on his opponent. And it's like really weird, and I don't know why it's the way it is. Because I think in all instances the super hits before the fireball does. Amusingly. Ibuki. That's a pretty weird matchup. Generally speaking, hits, you scale more with more hits in this game. Oh, what is the title? I didn't even think about the title. Yeah, Ominous, that'd be super helpful, thank you. Always there for me. I like forgot about how to stream because it's been too long. Oh shit, this is an SF5 and this is Mungus. Damn. I guess that's the last thing I streamed. Close roundhouse super jump cancel. That only works on, I mean that works on either hit or block. Ibuki has some cancels that only work on hit. I don't know, it could be anything. If it was me doing it, I would just do 3S and chill, but it could honestly be anything. Very nice super. Dudley was between a rock and a hard place. Even if he parried that, there was no punish. Dudley super is very fast, but to get the 2-frame version of it, you have to be like point blank. And it doesn't go very far. It goes about 3rd screen for like the final hit. Are you shoes untied? Cool, thanks. Nice punish. If Ibuki does low parry, there's a good chance that what she parried, she's going to have a crouching opponent. And if you've got a crouching opponent, she can do medium Subuji into low ender, which is kind of cool. It's a combo on crouching opponents only. But it is possible to have a parry low and then, you know, you parried a DP or fucking you parried a standing jab or something. This isn't super recent, but it's relatively modern. It's from about a year ago. Oh, he went for the schmicks. Ibuki does that air TC and then dashes through and then goes for like a left-right mix-up. She actually has something very similar to that in SF5. She does like a air TC into, or she does a combo into an air TC and then gets a left-right mix-up. I never really noticed that. That's a funny thing that they preserved. Ibuki doesn't have the fierce roundhouse TC in this game. She does have the jab forward one, but it's not great. No, it's short forward in this game, isn't it? It's I think short forward, jab fierce, nice parry, and fierce towards forward. I think that you have to hold towards for all of them. It does get it's a mix. You can do the left-right parry, but then you just open yourself up to lows. That's the best reply, though. You're right. But it's just, she could also just hit you with, low short, low short. Interesting little block string. Sora's playing well. Ooh, love it. Love it. Love to see it. Uppercut? I would have just uppercutted. What he did was like more likely to uppercut wasn't going to kill, but it was going to leave Ibuki with a pixel and save a bar. Oro had a big life lead. I think I would have chanced it. Is that a failed car throw? Kind of looked like one. He did the car throw normal, and the motion was strange. Super cancel was good there. Okay. Oh, Ibuki and Oro dashed at the same time. Back throw into super? Oro had to hold that. Car throw was good there. He could have done it. Nice. Good block string. Not a great EX fireball, but not a horrible one. Oh, okay, it worked. Well, I would say Oro has the advantage here. Oh, not like this. If he did wake up uppercut, I actually would have hit her. Punish quick rise. No, generally speaking, you should always quick rise in this game. You do have, depending on your character, you can do dash through the opponent on their quick rise. And that only works if they quick stand. But generally speaking, quick stand is something you should always do because it nullifies weakness to certain mix-ups. What was that? He had the dream connect. He had the perfect screen position, shitload of meter. That was, oh. I don't even really like SA2 in this matchup. Ibuki's got too many things that she can... Oh, that was a failed jump in stomp. I fuck that up sometimes. He can quick... No, not quick stand, but he can... Ugh. This is probably going to kill, right? No, not quite. Oro falls out of that a lot, but... That was probably... He probably landed and parried. Got righted for his troubles. Light Ride is safe on block against most of the cast, or maybe all of the cast. I don't know, stuff like Kenshifu punishes it. And it's also unparryable. Air TC is good. Stand jab is really obnoxious on Dudley because it's like +7 on block and he can't duck it. So it's a very good button against him. It can be high or low parried, so it's kind of risky. When you parry something, you have the frames of the recovery of the thing you parried, and then also some bonus frames based on the strength of what you parried. And I think it's 6 extra frames for a light normal or something, or maybe 8. That was a light Rado. So, if you parry a light normal, you would only have, it would only be like -4 or something like that. But with the 6 extra frames, it ends up being like -10. So you can do like parried light normals and still get a punish. The input for quick stand in this game is just tap down as you land. There's no alternate input. You've got to tap down, which means you've also got to break your charge. But you can be kind of smart and partition to keep your charge. You just don't start charging too early. And then when you hit the ground, you like release and then press it immediately. And there'll only be like a frame that you're not pushing down. And that'll keep your charge as long as you didn't already have charge. And then you can have charge by waking up. That's one of the main ways you can use partition in this game, is to keep down charge while quick standing. You can spam it. If you mess up the window's not small, it's like 5+ frames. And whoa. If you push it early or late, it doesn't penalize you in any way. Well, if you push it late, then you probably already missed it. That dizzy bar. That was a fine combo. Dash forward was good there. Okay. Air throw. Ooh, Ibuki's jump jab just whiffed. Or jump strong or whatever it was. This is almost unwinnable. Ibuki's kind of trying to choke it though. But she still got the super. Or that. Save some meter. Anyway, even with the extra frames from parrying a light, it can be kind of hard to pick up punishes on light parries. Just because they recover so fast. You might not be able to do like a slow normal. Parry far jab and then do like fucking, I don't know, Alex crouch fierce or some bullshit. It's probably kill. Maybe he could have mashed it. He got the red. Unfortunately, he died anyway. Blocking a little bit and then going for the red parry was the safest way out of that. He did everything right. He was just shouldn't have been in that scenario in the first place. Ah, Dudley players do that drop all the time. There was the OS block parry. Dudley just did it. Very nice. Empty jump throw blows up anti-air parry. There it is again. I think that's really fun. Doing an empty jump throw. You would never do that in SF4 or 5. Well, you would, but, you know. There's a good chance you just eat an anti-air. In this game, it has a vital part of the metagame. Whoa. People always act like jump-ins are so powerful. Because you can air parry. But the honest truth is that anti-air parry is very powerful. Because it's very easy to time and there's only one direction you have to worry about parrying. Ooh. Nice counter poke. Oro and Dudley go pretty even in neutral, I think. Dudley might do a little bit better in neutral. It's hard to say. Dudley's buttons are usually very good, but Oro's okay here. Okay. That low is reactable, but if you eat it, you die. Oh, you can get another. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One hit ducking upper, you get another ducking upper. Very nice. Beautiful play. Ducking upper is, I think, 3 JP per hit or something. Probably not that much. I don't know. Maybe like 2 per hit. I don't know. Wah! Oh, oh. That didn't combo. Tricky, tricky. Or still one touch from winning. This match literally never ends until... I like that. He just locked Dudley down with the parry and then used it to get out of the corner. It's kind of cute. I don't like that one so much. Probably back throw was good. And then super. Use the EX fireball, get close to him, back throw him into the corner, super at him. Oof. Or I didn't do a pre-freeze parry, which I don't blame him because that was very fast and very weird. But that was going to be a good anti-air versus pretty much any button Oro could hit coming down. And the post-freeze parry was one frame. Whoa. Oh, tricky. Jump strong, I think. Staying strong. Ibuki can win kind of without taking risks here. Meet him midair and stuff. That's super if things get dire, yeah. Ibuki's really good at that kind of thing. If she's got a life lead, closing out the round she's one of the best characters. She's like a fairly balanced character. She's one of the most balanced characters in the game. She gets 5/5s against most of the cast, I think. Maybe like slight losing matchup versus like Chun-Li or Ken. And then like slight winning matches versus some of the bottom tiers. Whoa! I'd be interested to see SF5 Ibuki in this game. With the reloading kunai and shit. Ground kunai would be quite cool in Third Strike. The slanted command dash would be fun. She doesn't have that here. Her command dash is nearly useless in this game. It's just a forward dash, except it doesn't go through the opponent, whereas her regular forward dash does go through the opponent, which can be bad if you're trying to scoot a corpse after dizzying someone or something like that. But if you get hit out of her command dash, you take like double damage. So apart from like some like far cancel into like command dash reset gimmicks, it's kind of horrible. Same man, sorry. What do you think of Zangief new patch? I thought the changes were pretty nice to him, but everyone still says he sucks. So maybe he still sucks. I like the Crouch Fierce. I think the Crouch Fierce is kind of good. Bottom one to bottom one. Okay. I think online win rates from Diamond Plus has Zangief bottom two with Dan, but I have a sneaking suspicion Dan is nowhere near that bad. Zangief I could maybe believe. Dan, I wouldn't even be surprised if Dan was upper half. Not even a little bit. Maybe I just think that Dan is upper half. People have no faith in him. I don't know who I think shit bottom tier is. I feel like it's probably a character with a kind of gimmick style gameplay that people just don't really know the gimmicks for. Like if someone told me Fong was bottom one, I would like not be surprised. Fong has an insanely high online win rate. But I feel like, you know, 80-90% of that is people flowcharting and people not knowing what to do about Fong flowchart. Air SPD being bugged is a thing. First I've heard what's going on with it. This is like only grab in some scenarios or something. I saw Crush Counter stay roundhouse to Air SPD and I was like, that's going to be really strong. But if that doesn't even fucking work, then it's not going to be really strong. Nice. Cool juggle. That was like a 1 in a million. Oh, you can back rise. Ah, because it's a hit. Because it's a hit, you can back rise it. That's hilarious. Yeah, if you can back rise it, then you probably get Snooki, right? Unless the opponent's cornered. That's pretty shitty. It's funny that that snuck through. Oh, this Dudley's going nuts. If Dudley has a bunch of meteor... Oh, GG. And he knocks you over, he can just win. You don't get dash after medium ground SPD, right? You get walk. You get walk, and then after the walk, you're kind of close. So if they back rise, you probably get dash, and then you're kind of close, right? Go. An Oro with a different color. Is it the same Oro? Is it a different Oro? SA2 I would generally pick here. I can't remember last time I ran Stones versus Dudley. He's very weak to SA2. His wake up options against it are garbage, and he has, you can use the heavy super against him, which means you need very little screen positioning. You can also jump over him in the corner, which is nice. And he has no frame 1 wake up airborne stuff. Additionally, close strongs aren't too hard to find against him. Roundhouse version? Oh, no, I don't like this. Jump over was decent there. Nice. I would love Oro's crescent kick in this game. Especially the new medium one. I'd also love meterless 3-hit Yagos. But you can't always get what you want. What the fuck? Why would it be different? He probably should have done that. No, this is fine. That was a horribly timed jump. He was way too late. This still could go either way, though. Oh, I want a forward throw, yeah. Oro's forward throw is kind of shit in SF5, but like most forward throws are kind of shit in SF5. But Oro doesn't even get like the semblance of Oki. Most characters like don't get throw Oki. Like they don't get a throw mix-up after a throw. But they do get like, what was that? They do get like a meaty that will beat like wake up 3-frame stuff. But I don't even think Oro gets that. Oro's just left way too far away. It's because it would be very broken with Tengu Stones. It would give him a throw loop if he could get a meaty that beat wake up normals off of throw. Because he could put stones up and then he could just do like the fucking throw and then do the meaty that's plus like fucking 11 or whatever because the stones are up. And then he could get another throw. And the thing is, Tengu Stone actually lasts quite a while in SF5. Ooh. If you're not hitting normals. It goes away really fast if you are hitting normals. EX Fireball here and then jump over. Where was the jump forward? He didn't do one. It was the right play and he didn't hit the button. What was that? It was weird. VT1 looks flat worse than VT2 in just about every way. The context where you'd want VT1 is if you didn't know any VT2 stuff, but you might still want VT2 in that scenario. I've played like most 3D fighters, but I don't play most 3D fighters. Worst weakness in Third Strike. I really... His neutral being gutted against characters with low profile is pretty annoying. That gives him really awkward matches against Elena, Chun-Li, and himself. I don't know if I call it his biggest weakness. But it would be nice to be able to like do grounded normals against those 3 characters. There's certain times when a character's weakness is deliberate and intended. And I always see people complaining about those weaknesses. And Oro has some deliberate and intended weaknesses. But then he also has some probably not intended weaknesses, like the lack of a forward throw. So if you throw someone out of the corner, or if you throw someone in the corner, they will be left out of the corner, and that's very annoying, you know? So if you're cornered versus Oro, you can literally just hold down back, and then if he's airborne, you can go to up back, or, you know, straight back. And then just the worst thing that can possibly happen to you. Wow, KKZ. Didn't even punish. KKZ is really hard to punish, though. Dudley probably could have done block the whole thing into ducking super, which is what he should have done, I think. All the time I see people leaving comments on my SF5 videos, and they're like, wow, I really hate that so-and-so character does this. And it's like just one of the intended weaknesses of their character. Oro's intended weaknesses is he has very little ground presence from mid-range onward. Not ground presence, that makes it sound like he can't even poke. He's no like conversions from mid-range onward. Like, people talk a lot about Oro stand strong or stand forward or fucking Stammer House being kind of good pokes. And they are good pokes, but they don't lead to anything, and they can't lead to anything. Even his cancels, even like far low strong or far low forward, can't lead to anything. He has no conversions because he has no super to go into, and he has no special moves to go into. Except uppercut, which you won't have because you don't have charge. And that's fine. It's okay that he has that weakness, because he gets so much burst damage when he's close to you. That probably could have been close strong. Nice double jump. Oh, great combo! That's pretty hard to hit. Oh, interesting. 5-stone too. That should not have been his stomp, but it kind of still worked. That was a super jump stomp! His momentum was whack there. Sora's playing well. That was a nice dash. Tor Strong punishes this. What a beautiful red parry. He also, well, it's sort of, they gave him Crescent Kick, so he has something to go into. So not really. He still gets much higher damage if he gets a juggle than if he gets like a hit. Like Crescent Kick is obviously a lot worse, but they made it better this patch. But it's a similar situation where if he got, like previously in the previous patch, and I guess even now, if you get a punish from mid range, you get like what, low forward into like medium Crescent Kick, and it's just like you don't get any kind of Oki, you don't get that much damage. Well, low forward you can go into a heavy Crescent Kick. The weakness of his Crescent Kick as an ender is kind of the translation of the same weakness, where it would just kind of like not do that much damage. It would leave the opponent standing, leave them far away, where you didn't really get any sort of, you got a punish, but you didn't really get any momentum from it at all. Crescent Kick into VT2 is crazy good. It really is a lot better than fucking, it is funny they buffed Tengu Stones. They should have done Crescent Kick into either trigger. I have no idea why they were like VT2 only. Nice. EX Crescent Kick is crazy good. It's one of the better EX moves in the game, in my humble opinion. Just because the conversions are so nice. It's not that good of a move in general. But just an EX move that launches into big damage is pretty useful. There aren't that many EX moves like that are just like a fucking launch. Or like the launch special moves that exist are usually just like you get one special move to juggle, you know? It's like Rashid EX Eagle Spike and then he gets like, you know, Mixer. Most EX moves just, if they set up anything, they just set up like one additional special. But Oro sets up a whole ass combo into fucking like, you know, meaty VS1 Fireball or something like that. Yeah, EX Ruffian. Yeah, it makes sense. Well, it doesn't really make sense, but like it's consistent with other characters. 3-bar triggers are supposed to be easier to go into and have better routes to go into them. When people say Luke breaks the rules of SF5, they're generally talking about the way his trigger works. Because Luke's trigger time goes up rather than down passively. And also, if he hits you, his trigger time restores a decent amount. But if you hit him, his trigger time goes away. I almost feel like all triggers should have been designed like that, but it's too late to change most of them. But that would kind of, people often complain about, like, triggers kind of rewarding you, like, rewarding you with losing to go into, like, a fucking improved state, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you played badly, but now you're in trigger, you just get to win. And I don't really think triggers are like that, necessarily, but if you have a trigger that goes away if you take damage, it's like, even if you get into trigger, if you play badly, you just lose the trigger almost immediately. His trigger still restores over time, but it's half speed. Nice, the air throw on the fucking cross counter. That was nice. I really like the characters who can refill their trigger time somehow. I think that's really cool. Like how Ryu can restore it by getting parries. I wish that was just a thing. I wish all V skills restored trigger time. If you like landed them while on trigger. That's a good idea, but the very few characters actually work like that. Cool gamer fact, if Cody gets the pipe crush counter, staying fierce, he restores trigger time. Nice conversion. That's kind of hard to pick up. Stone's in neutral versus Akuma. This is a bit different. It's not horrible. Oh, there you go. Roundhouse struggles here. Roundhouse struggled there! He had a win! Okay. There was still juggle potential there. The stones only do 1 JP per hit. You can get your normal and then all 3 stones to hit, and you still have juggle potential. You're only up to 4. He just didn't hit a button. He just stood there like a fucking statue. Oh, heavy fireball adds damage there. It's free. You can literally just... You don't need to do anything because it's free. Nice. That dropped. This Oro played neutral well, but there were some really strange, like, Oro unfamiliarity things. The thing about Third Strike is there's no, like, you know... There's a lot of things that certain people do that just aren't common knowledge. I haven't seen that many Oros go for the close strong 2 hits into Fireball in the corner. Even though it's technically optimal in, like, all instances if it's an unconfirmed towards... I mean, unconfirmed close strong. Most Oros just don't even do it. They just get some regular juggle and they just lose damage in Dizzy. This is Dizzy, by the way. Chicken combo is technically optimal here because it builds the most meter, but he had full meter, so he could kill with anything. Doing a short combo is good to just prevent Dudley from building that much meter, which is what he kind of did. Yeah, it's just you. No juggle here. 5 stone was a bit questionable. 3 stone was good in that setup. But he got a good convert out of 5 stone. He got the most he could hope for. Jab reset into the low. If Oro dashes there, there's no threat of an overhead anymore. You can just react to the dash and block low. You've still got to, you know, weather the storm of potentially getting thrown, but, you know, if Oro throws you at the corner, that's not horrible. They did translate the buff taunt aspect of him. It's V-skill too. Most people don't pick it. It's pretty easy to get up too. It's a lot faster than his G charges. You can like get it up in neutral without too much trouble depending on the matchup. A lot of people don't know that about Q VS2. I mean G VS2. It reduces the damage you take too. It's not just that it protects your charge from being lowered, although it does do that. It also just reduces the damage you take. Very similar to Q. I like the explosion on G's VT2. I think the explosion is quite cool. But I don't like the command grab. I think they could have done something a little better there. I don't know what they should have done. Whoa, the fucking TC from the step kick. 5 stone in neutral. Into overhead. He got that first overhead. He just had launch and it comboed. Okay, nice pickup. Yeah, G's VT2 kind of covers both bases, because Q's SA3 is the command grab, and then also like a hit snatch. And the explosion kind of gets the combo ending aspect of that. Of the snatch. And the grab kind of covers the base of the command grab. If they use the same animations, I would have liked it more, I think. Oh, G just grabbing you, leaning over you, and then, you know, fucking kaboom. This is safe. Yeah, I do that exact setup. Very nice. This won't kill, but it's close. That was not the way. That EX Stomp was not the way. That was way too reactable. EX Stomp is 3 parries. You didn't even get one. Okay. Good button by the Dudley. I think the G explosion combos are fun to hit. Oof. Most of G's combos are fun to hit, I think. I think they did a good job with that. Or didn't have a true meaty there without being vulnerable to super, so he played it safe. This guy's definitely a really good Oro. I understand all the decisions he's making. Good button. Counterpicking Dudley is a bit of an art. Oh. That's part of it with Oro too. That's one of his intentional weaknesses. Is if Oro gets a mid-range parry like that, he just gets a poke. Or he gets walk-in. But if Dudley gets like a mid-range parry, he gets Stamranos EX Machine Gun Blow. Oh, I got it? Wow. All the hits too. Nice. Hard to say. Early button was not horrible. That was a good play by the Dudley to parry it. It corresponds to a strength, I think, is usually the really big obvious clue. Like Dhalsim usually having extremely weird combos with long limbs. Like the long limbs are obviously a strength, and the lack of damage in combos makes sense for a character who lands hits easily to not be able to convert very much damage off of them. Stuff like that. 5-stone here was fine. 3-stone was worth considering. His struggle was a bit weird, but not bad. Oh, scary. Super there actually punished that fireball. Nice. Oh, it ended. It's fine, I've got more. Yun. Gross. Ew. You eventually, when you first get parried, if you land before your air normal recovers, then the trip guard will still be sacrificed and they can make you land into a low. And it'll be unblockable. But if enough time passes as you're falling after you get parried, and you return to your regular jumping state, you can hit another air normal, or you can land a block low instantly. Basically, after you get air parried, you return to a forward jump state, but it takes so-and-so frames. And if you land before those frames resolve, then you have no trip guard, but if you land after they resolve, you do have trip guard. So if you get parried like while you're on the way up, you can come down with a normal. So you can do 2 air normals in the same jump. Oh, he parried 3 times. That's the dash punch is 3 parries, but he was too far away, so the first one didn't hit. It's a number of parries based on how far Yun has to travel. Dudley versus Yun is pretty even, I think. I think Yun wins it, but not by like a huge margin. Dudley outdamages Yun by a lot. And then naturally Yun's Gene is broken in neutral. As usual. There's no character in the game where Gene doesn't break neutral. Well, he got the lip parry and he didn't commit. He probably committed to a second parry. Looking for a dash punch cancel or something. Ooh. Good conversion. He got a lot of meter back. That dive kick, the short dive kick, could have been a forward dive kick that would have crossed up. It's tricky, hard to see. The OS parry block worked there. And Dudley should have done it. Oh, super would have almost killed. Maybe it just would have killed. What's it supposed to be? He just punches your solar plexus. That's why it's called the fucking solar plexus strike. Or do you mean what's it for? It's not for anything in this game. This game it sucks. In most games it's used for damage maximization. Oh, Zangief's out of the game now. Russia's too unpopular. We're gonna get a new grappler next game. It's just gonna be Abigail. Abigail's just gonna phase out Zangief. Nice. They're gonna retcon Zangief to be Ukrainian. That's often suggested, or like having Mel be a Shadow is a fun idea that people often throw out. Mel is Ken's kid. Ugh, that was a punish. He just missed it. He did the right thing too late. Oh, that's punish. You can throw back. You can back throw that. That was a point blank dash punch. You can just throw that. That is at least -3. That wastes the whole Gene timer. He should have done it. I think he probably had 2 super confirms there just now. Oh, that is a super confirm. Very nice. We don't know fucking shit about the lore of SF6. We just know that Ryu is now a square. He has ditched his rectangular roots and gone the way of the rhombus. Nice. Oh, he got the wrong hit. You want the last hit. There's a salvage pickup there. It's just staying strong. I think that still works versus Makoto. Nice, empty cancel. Okay. Short swing. Doesn't that work versus Makoto? Maybe it just ends the combo early, and he wanted the super. I think short swing has higher than 1 JP. I think it's like 3 or something. So if you're going to super, you probably can't do it. Nice. He had super there. He didn't do it. He had Stermanos ducking super. Punish that. Stermanos punishes that, doesn't it? He just did throw. I think Stermanos punishes it. I don't know. That looked like a car throw from Makoto. Does she have one? Oh, that was bad. I don't know if Makoto has a car that moves her forward. Her car Fukiyage actually moves her backward. I prefer to think that Ryu is actually square. It cancels to a TC. It's a decent poke. It's not great. It's got way too much startup, but the range is good. But the only conversion from it is just mash hard punch, and then you get a 3-hit hard punch. That was parryable. He could have reacted. I would have reacted. I'm always on the ball with that. I was getting it all the time versus Inti Shadow in that set we did recently. Ugh. Parrying is pretty balls out. He should just down back for the rest of the super, I think. Oh, I see. Nice. This is very hard to win for Yun. There we go. Selectable supers has kind of stayed a mechanic in a way. You had the selectable ultras, and then you have the selectable triggers and V-skills. I think they've pretty much preserved it. If anything, I think it's more interesting now than it used to be. I like selectable supers a lot, but selectable V-skill and selectable V-trigger has probably more of an impact on gameplay. These are risky shoulders and neutral. Nice! Great counter poke. Waste the whole timer. Oh my god, he's dead. I do miss different size super stocks and having multiple supers charged. That's something I miss a lot. I miss supers being weaker. But there are a lot of triggers that kind of do the same thing as that, so I don't miss it that much. SF5 kind of preserved... They kind of brought it back with like various triggers that are like combo enders. Oh, I'm getting raided. I'm getting ran it back. Supers were definitely too weak in SF4. Or they were the right strength, they were just too expensive. They should have been weaker and cheaper. Should have been like a 3-bar super, maybe even a 2-bar super. And they should have done less damage. Just still okay for Dudley, I think. Careful with those shoulders. Oh, what a fucking parry. He had an instant button press after that parry and didn't commit. And then he fucking reset to low roundhouse. Yeah, like, there are certain characters with like just crazy good EX moves. Like Sakura EX Tatsu or Vega EX off the wall. Where it's just like, I can't even imagine trying to save bar. There were certain characters who did use supers in SF4 though. Most supers were a lot better than people thought. It's just that they were, you know, the resource. Not worth it. But there were a lot of weird little things certain supers could do. For example, DiCapri's super was 2 frames, which meant she could punish -2 stuff. And it also meant she could beat safe jumps, which she couldn't beat with her 5-frame stinger. Stuff like that. You'd probably just safe jump with impunity versus DiCapri. You'd probably be like, oh man, I can safe jump and then like bait her stinger and then block it and punish it. A decent number, yeah. There's like at least like 5 or 6, maybe like 10. Off the top of my head, Ken, Sagat has a 2-frame super. Chun-Li has like a 1-frame super. All the grapplers have 1-frame supers. I don't know, there were a bunch. Hakan light super hits Hakan heavy super fireballs, right? I don't remember. It's been too long, I haven't thought about it in forever. Then what was medium throws? Hits those fireballs? Something like that. Hakan super was pretty neat. Going through fireballs with Hakan super was absolutely feasible, but Hakan had decent answers to fireballs. That was like not his weakness. Yeah, I got it. Still remember. Oh, punish. Nice. That was like a late cancel too. Stand strong uppercut. Weird cancel. Hakan felt like 70% of a character. There you go. There's the back throw punish. And I wasted the Gene time. I think Hakan was just missing a special move in my book. I think if he had just one more special move, the whole character just fit together. That's why I like the fucking oil launcher he had in Omega. Because it felt like the special move he was missing. And that move was super cool too. One of these days I'll do a fucking Omega to glance Hakan. One parry kind of shows the opponent that you're willing to challenge their Gene. So going for one parry in the opponent's Gene and then just shifting over to blocking is surprisingly effective at getting them to not command grab you. Don't think it's a punish. Oh, I don't know now. He didn't block it. Fuerte's whole design was just based on Oki. He was just Oki the character. That was reactable. He could have parried that. Maybe he was in parry recovery. Part of Fuerte's design was this fucking infinite. An actual, genuine, deliberate infinite. Gene actually built there. He could have done it. It's okay not to, though. The old school of thought was, you know, target combo and then activate super, which is, of course, very good. But oftentimes these days, people will do target combo, dash punch, and then super as a meaty. It's kind of the new way to do it. But, you know, maybe not that new. If they put Hakan in SF5, probably fucking oil mode would have been a trigger. One of his triggers is he just showers himself in oil. It would be easier and more balanced to add it as a trigger, but it would be a better design to add it as a V-skill. Or even just a special move. Wow. Mooring dive kicks. Good throw. Got the conversion. That's really hard to pick up. Very tight window to link there. Nice. Happy lender. Nice. Ooh. There was a really common suggestion in SF4 era. You guys might not remember this. Every patch, it was known for a really long time that Hakan was not a very good character. And he eventually kind of became viable, maybe. It's hard to say. There were, in the whole lifespan of SF4, there was never truly like a good Hakan player. There were like a few online Hakan players who were doing some work. Like, was it Wildcat? Whatever his name was. But there was never like a guy winning tournaments with Hakan. Yeah, Infiltration had that one famous set with Rog. And I think a few others where he pulled out Hakan. So it was common knowledge that Hakan was lacking compared to most other characters, but he also had almost no players, so people didn't usually care that he was lacking. It was just like, oh, you know, they're probably gonna buff Hakan, but no one actually gave a shit, you know. But a really common suggestion for Hakan was to make it so while he was oily, he was unthrowable. And this is like a really horrible idea, but it was always suggested every patch. It's like, oh yeah, why don't we just make him unthrowable while he's oily? It makes sense. Just make him immune to mix-ups. And when people said give T-Hawk a gun, they were saying it like ironically. But people would say make Hakan unthrowable while oily, like with dead serious faces. That was probably a punish. That's not a very good move on hit from that close. The thing about Hakan is that there were certain matchups where he was very strong, but also certain matchups where he was even, but people wouldn't know them because he was an almost untouched character. So I think that does make him good for counterpicking, yeah. I think people usually regard Hakan Balrog to be like 5-5, or maybe like a little bit in Hakan's favor. But like probably no Rog knows it. It's a very uncommon matchup. Notably, Hakan was supposedly very good against Dhalsim. Hakan was supposed to be a flat counterpick to Dhalsim. Dhalsim players swore by it, Hakan players swore by it. But it never actually happened because there were no Dhalsims and there were no Hakans. So you never actually got to see it. I think the oily focus attack was very strong in that matchup, and so was the slide. Dhalsim's a bit of a shame in SF4. Ugly situation. No, Dhalsim saw a decent amount of play. Just, you know, he's not really a popular character no matter how strong he is in any Street Fighter game. Even where he's like hyper top tier in some of the older ones, he's not super played. It's just because people don't really like playing Dhalsim. It takes a certain kind of person to want to play that kind of play style. But the unfortunate thing about Dhalsim in SF4 is that he was fairly well balanced. Wow, look, both people. Dhalsim was fairly well balanced in SF4 against the starting roster of the game. He had 5/5s against most of the cast in vanilla, I think. And then as they added more characters to the game, there were more characters who just had shit balance against him. Either because they smashed him or they got smashed by him. Nice conversion. That was a really, really good convert. Yeah, you don't see... I watched a decent amount of Alpha 3 footage. You don't see Dhalsim almost ever, even though he's like top tier in that game. Much more common to see like Akuma players or fucking Chun-Li's or shit. Ryu's. Kareen. Maybe Sodom. I don't know. I made that joke in a Brian F stream a little while ago. It's like, what if in Street Fighter 6 they introduced Oro's what if in Street Fighter 6 they introduced Oro's granddaughter, who's a sassy Japanese pop diva wannabe, and then she's just got Oro's moveset with the fucking double jumps and the hit grab and the, you know, chicken combo. But she's a Japanese pop star. I think a lot of people would play her. People were laughing at that idea. A diva Oro function. Yeah. I guess it'd probably be his great granddaughter. Pretty optimal. The parry was clean. You didn't get the punish though. He had a whiff punish on that Far Fierce, but I don't blame him for missing it. It's a weird scenario. Nice dive kick. Oh, low forward worked there. Edgy characters in Street Fighter, huh? Akuma? He's extremely edgy. He's one of the edgiest characters in fiction, I feel. Oh, this is bad, yeah. That was the OS. You could have just punished that. That was unsafe. Why the fuck did he jump back? Remy's edgy. Urian's edgy. These are edgy characters. Evil Ryu is extremely edgy. Nakali seems to be extremely edgy. Q... Yeah, Q is very edgy. Damn, there are a lot of edgy characters in Street Fighter. I would say like a hard yes to every single one of those on that list now I'm thinking about it. Gil, no. Bison, maybe. He's too jolly. You can be jolly and edgy, but it has to be like the Joker. And Bison is nothing like the Joker. Bison's more of like a happy evil, you know what I mean? Jury is decently edgy. Nash is exceptionally edgy. Nash was edgy back when he was a good guy. This Uriah color I kind of like. Yeah, I see people pick up that often. Copper colored Uriah. Rusty copper. Nice. Decent convert. He wanted headbutt there, I think. That still works, right? Hold on. Anti-air crouch fierce is 3 hits on the JP count. And then he got tackle, so that got it to 5. Yeah, he still had a headbutt. EX mirror? Yeah, EX mirror! What a convert! What a convert! It's like he knew. He knew. He's like, yeah, you're going to parry this. I'll get my big old conversion on you. Okay. That's kind of an awkward move, because the scenario it creates isn't even that great, even after you hit it. That kind of move would be very typical in SF5, but it's very weird in SF3. The X tackle, just leaving you point blank. Was that a failed tackle? That looked super whack. I think that was deliberate. I think he wanted that. That mirror hit just the way he wanted it to. Uriah had a hard time killing off of that with DP. Nice. Okay. Just about as good a convert he could get with no resources. Oh, big. He had at least, like, far strong or something there, I think. I'll put an edgy character in my video game. Nice. A little baby juggle. That was a punish. Back throw was probably the best thing he could have done there. Getting the opponent. Oh, he tried to parry a tackle. I saw that. He did. He blocked the first 3 hits of target combo, and then he timed his. Wow, nice. He timed his parry like he was red parrying a shoulder. But Yun did a cancel the palm instead, so it hit the red parry attempt. The momentum is so fucked when you parry dive kick. I'm not even sure Uriah could have done a crouch fierce there. He's getting such good fucking parries, but it's difficult to convert them in the way that he was looking for. This super cancel, yes, that was a punish. Yum. This Uriah's killing it. He's super good. I didn't know that was fucking from Red Earth. Uriah, this is one of his bad matchups, but it's not horrible. It's like 4-6, I think. Okay. What was that? Headbutt? Jab was not what I was expecting. I was expecting like forward or something. It looks like a Darkstalkers animation, honestly. It looks like a Pyron effect almost. This makes sense. Stand strong and Yun was ducking. The mirror's okay. He got some mileage out of it. A little strong as a poke. Okay, that makes sense. Uriah has at most 137. Maybe, probably not even one. If he has one, it's probably versus Chun-Li or Akuma. I think those are his worst matchups. Uriah lives or dies on his setups, though. If you don't have like good ways to convert with mirrors, then this is not actually. This is like suddenly like a fucking 3-7. Akuma's really awkward for Uriah, but there is the fact that if you parry, you win instantly versus Akuma, which is kind of nice. He can teleport out of mirror, and also Tatsus are safe against Uriah, because Uriah can't duck them. So Uriah has to go for like red parries, and the red parries are really awkward because it could be a medium or a heavy Tatsu. It's a bad matchup, but it's not unwinnable or anything. It maybe isn't even his worst. There's a lot of ways to use mirror that there's no real danger of the opponent teleporting out of it. For example, a tackle cancel to mirror. He's getting smushed. Even this mirror is not really doing anything. He's got to do another one. Oh, he had to convert there. It's difficult, though. This is going to lead to a lot. He gets another mirror. No, he just cashes out right away. Oh, tricky. He had... he thought Yun would block it, so he went for the overhead. But if he thought it was going to work, he could have crouched fierce and got the combo. Sad. SF5 Sagat redesign is pretty cool, I think. Oh, you mean visually? Yeah, fuck. It's 10 times better. It's just the same thing again, except they gave him the fucking chawl. I love it. I don't know why the fuck you dislike it. I think it's great. My favorite SF5 redesign is the beard they gave Dhalsim. That shit looks perfect. Now every time I see Dhalsim without the beard, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It's like he should have had a beard always. It's like a mistake they didn't give him a beard until 5. My second favorite is Ryu's beard. I can't wait till they fucking put a bearded M. Bison in the game. Nice. Nice fucking red. I relabbed that a little bit. It's not too hard. It's very good to go for, too. It's very risky if you drop it, though. Because Yun might just cancel the super anyway. It's a very common super activate on block. But if you get it and then he super cancels, it's like the dream because you get a punish on him. And he burns the whole super. Wait, there is a bearded M. Bison? Oh yeah, doesn't he have like a goatee? Take it back. I was picturing like a fucking, you know, Blackbeard beard. I like how like white is just a normal eye color in the Street Fighter universe. At first it was like Bison's got white eyes and that's kind of weird. And then it's like Sagat's got white eye and it's like, you know, well maybe he's just got that same edgy energy. If you're a boss you get white eyes. But then you've got characters like fucking Rolento with white eyes. And like, yeah, Hugo. I think there's another prominent one. Hakan. There you go. It's just like characters who have no, like, I don't know. Again, I think has white eyes, doesn't he? Well, Seth doesn't count, because he's like a fucking robot man. It would be, he can have any eye color. I don't think we've ever seen Sodom's eyes. But it's just like, yeah, that's just a thing. Just like some people have white eyes. And no attention is drawn to it. And there seems to be no unifying features between all these characters. He does? I had no idea you could fucking see Sodom's bare face. Jesus. Girls with weird eyes. I can't immediately think of a white-eyed female character. Jerry's got one eye. That's kind of like having weird eyes, as being a Cyclops. Jerry is a person with one eye. Storm. Okay. Famous Capcom girl Storm. It's true. It's a good answer. Area, is that like a fucking EX character? I forgot who Area is. Is she the one with the fucking roller skates? I think I hate her. Roller skates and robo arm. Yeah. I can think of a lot of female characters with weird eyes that are insanely popular. Whoa, I just suddenly pictured fucking the Alita Battle Angel movie. Anyone remember that shit? I feel like no one would give a shit about Tomoko if not for her fucking eye bags. Oro. I feel like Tomoko's eye bags bring the whole fucking character together. Oro doesn't have an eye color. Wow, that was close strong was so good there. He just got fucking crutch jab. Ugh. Okay. Super is decent here. He went for EX Fireball. I don't really think that was decent. Okay, that was kind of a nice double jump. It's tricky. And it did work, so, you know, that gets bonus points. It's a troublesome matchup for Oro. It's, like, pretty even, but you have to play it very differently. I think Yang wins it by only by a smidge. Yeah. It might be worse than that. I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh, look at that. Oro way out damages Yang, though. Beautiful. Oh, he went for parry. He did walk in low parry. It was a guess for game. If he got his mix off, if he got that parry, he would have gotten close forward command grab and fucking dizzied. And then just won. Super? EX Fireball? Why not just super? Oh, I don't like that. Oh, tried to hit him in the trip guard frames. Okay. Could have been, Oro was actually punishable there, but he got the throw off. Nice. Fake cross up. If Oro double jumps, he'll rarely cross up. He has very little forward momentum. Technically, that was a double jump that crossed up. Oh, what the fuck was that? Was that a failed car throw? Roundhouse was a super weird button to hit there. Car throw made sense there. He like paused, walked back a little bit, and did fucking roundhouse. Car throw would have made sense. Shimmy car throw. Made a lot of sense. Nice! He made it look like he was going to do jump and stomp, and he successfully got the bait, and then his punish was garbage. If you block that EX uppercut, you just backdash, and then you get like a close strong. And it would have been a mid-screen close strong, so it would have been pretty fucking good for Oro. Okay, that dizzy bar is still pretty high. Oh, look at that. Surgically played. What is this? The fuck was he thinking? Uppercut just killed. Why did he do a fucking super reset? That was horrible. He just wasted a whole bar for nothing. That 100% killed. I have no doubt in my mind that uppercut killed there. Okay. Super was probably better. Cool. Didn't get anything. I can't help it. It's my main. Okay. Dash and low parry is kind of cool. I hate when Dudleys do that to me. Ducking into parry is so bullshit. I eat that every time. So this is why you never eat down roundhouse in the corner. That was all meterless, by the way. Back throw super. Okay, okay, okay. That was a really big drop. Because if he got that second stand strong, it was canceled to super, and he got the infinite. He literally hit a win up there. Okay. Super. I would just super. Okay, well, he didn't super. Wake up stomp is fairly... Oh, okay, back throw super, 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 super. The fuck is this? What's the fireball do? Why fucking fierce? Why are you throwing the fireball? Just super. Alright, he's looking good though. Okay, yeah, I've done that exact chip sequence. He's killing his own Oki time to put up an EX fireball first, and it just costs more meter. I don't get it. You want that super up as fast as possible. It still locks down if you get it up sooner. He's doing the EX fireball for the extra lockdown, but like, you don't need that. Tricky. Oh, a car throw. There it was. Jump in stomp. Successfully challenged. Nice! Huge jump in. Tricky. I thought for sure it was going to be some kind of a reset. Universal overheads do functionally no dizzy. I don't think it's even possible to dizzy someone with a universal overhead. Maybe it is. They do such small amount of stun, and like, not that universal overheads are that slow, but in the startup of like, you know, within the startup of the universal overhead, they'll like recover as much dizzy as the fucking universal overhead does. Far strong and the light fireball are quite similar, yeah. You can do that. You can do far strong to kind of imitate a fireball. It works a little bit. But people don't usually try and super through fireballs in this game. And the supers that do go through fireballs, like Chun-Li super, that'll still punish far strong. So it doesn't really matter that it's not a fireball. Wake Up Stomp is immune to lows, but he still got punished. And now he's dead. Yang can technically super through a fireball. You never see it, but it's there. SA2 goes through fireballs. Yang would rather have like 3 blocked fucking EX Rekkas than like land a super. Ooh, what a round. GG. It's impossible to do anything except tech that throw in that scenario. You don't recover from the parry freeze, so you can tech the throw, but you can't like parry into a button and beat the throw. It's because you're parrying a projectile. It's a different scenario than when you parry a normal. Does that actually work? Reversal super is Yang SA2 versus tension works. That seems like it would work. If Yang had Yan SA2, it would be good. He doesn't really have a whole lot of confirms. Like, Yan's kind of got the shoulder he can go through, and he's got better TCs for confirming. Yang doesn't have a TC that super cancels besides the fucking strong fierce, back fierce one. And that one launches, so it wouldn't work with Yan SA2. If Yang had Yan SA2, it would be his preferred super free. But mostly just because of the 3 bars. Yan SA2 holds more EX meter than any other super in the game. And Yang is like, EX Rekka. Yang players be like, today I will. EX Rekka. Hua ha hoi. Hua 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 hoi. Go ahead and throw a clueless in there for good measure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would say generally, so I don't know. Tenshin has maybe more neutral use. Sorai has very, very close to 0 neutral use. It is kind of fast. It's like a 3-frame super, I think. Yeah, it's that. It's Yang and Remy. It's honey, it's time for your daily EX slashes. And then a very tired Remy. Nice. EX Rekka Dizzies. Smart. Nice anti-air. Low strong super cancel. I hit you so fast it doesn't matter that you gotta reset. Capcom reusing an animation. Shoutouts to the Morgan fucking sprite they made and then used for like 30 games. Capcom just made one fucking Morgan sprite set and they were like, done. We will never need to update this. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Could I better punish than that? What is this? He probably double parried, anticipating like a cancel to, I don't know actually. Oh, big punish. That's decent. You can walk in and then get close strong there. But the command grab punish is not bad when, Oro has no meter. Not bad. And Oro had no meter there. Okay, okay. It was good there because he's cornered opponent. GG. SA2 is a very new idea versus twins. The unblockable loops work versus twins, but they're very ghetto. But it probably might be better than stones if you play perfectly, even with the ghetto loops. It's also hard to build meter in this matchup as Oro. But it's fine because you get many opportunities to spend it. We might see like a twin loop. It'd be kind of cool if we did. That'd have been a good time. Super here? EX Fireball Super. This again. Ah, he like fucked up the setup too. Okay, okay, he wins. It's a bit awkward, but he won. Maybe that was deliberate. No, he didn't do jump. He didn't do land and then jump, stomp. He did land stomp. He did the ground stomp. That was just not deliberate. He did not want that. I think he just wanted to jump in stomp. I do that all the time. Early jump, medium kick, dash out, like poke. It's very good. I would have parried that. I was just like high parry here. Would have worked if it was me. Nice. Let's probably parry into close strong or hungry. EX uppercut super coming up. Oh, you should have done it there. It would have been great. Anti jump EX uppercut would have been perfect there. So he just died with all his bars. He really didn't make a case for SA2 at all. He didn't even fucking use it. The thing is, SA3 you can use a neutral in that matchup and it's really good. You can just get up 3 stone. And it like really helps Oro's neutral there. I played Issei in Third Strike. And I talked to him a little bit while I was playing him. And he's of the opinion that SA2 is worthless versus Yun. And waiting for confirms for SA3 is good, but also overly ambitious. He's like, when you get a knockdown, just like any knockdown SA3 3 stone, and just get it up, and then just like win neutral. Oh, that was a super confirm. He's still looking good though. Either way. Oh, that was like 1 frame before he landed. Oh, nice. Empty cancel. Caught the walk. Okay. Okay. Wake up jump. Ah, EX Fireball. Tricky. If you do 2 parries, EX Fireball will probably catch you after the second parry window. Kara... you've got Kara Fireball. It doesn't really do anything crazy good or anything. It can kind of be a little bit tricky here and there. In SA1, you can do Kara SA1. That's decent. There's actually a pretty weird quirk about that I don't think I've ever talked about before. So all of your punch buttons turn into the command grab when SA1 is active. But if you do the half circle back punch, it gives you the command grab. So for example, normally stem medium kick into half circle back punch gives you the stem medium kick command grab cancel, you know? Stem medium kick hit grab. But the hit grab ceases to exist in SA1. It just doesn't exist anymore. It just gets replaced by your fucking any punch kind of thing. So if you do, and you can't combo into the command grab in SA1. So if you do stand medium kick, and then you hit a button, it doesn't combo. You know, it doesn't even the cancel doesn't even proc. I don't think. But if you do stay medium kick into half circle back punch, it gives you stay medium kick into the true command grab, the one that the super gives him, and it doesn't combo because it's not a combo. Theoretically, if they parry the medium kick, it would grab him. So, you know, it's not useless. Yes, it would be good if it was a command grab. It's not even a question. It would be different because then it would just stop working in all its combos, which is one of the scenarios where it's quite good. He would have nothing to go into after stay medium kick, for example. So it would hurt his, look at all those parries, and he still got hit. Ken actually had a juggle after that, too. You know, Ken's EX Tatsu is kind of cheap. Anyway, it would nuke Oro's mid-range cancels, mid-range punishes, but it would give his neutral fucking a shitload of life. It would be cheap. Okay. He got grabbed out of a far strong. That's bullshit. Look at them dance. There you go. Look at that. That's a punish. Early jump roundhouse. He did that like a fucking frame. He left the ground. Yo, I love that anti-air. Neutral jump roundhouse is my favorite anti-air. I don't even know what that is. Okay, you guys are too ambitious. Oro's cheap enough in this game without having a command grab. EX being a grab, if it existed, would be kind of cool. That'd be like a King of Fighters EX move. Be like Kyo EX command grab. Whoa. That's the low roundhouse is the penis. What the fuck was that? He did neutral jump air throw. Is that some kind of like super ultra mega read? It's the fucking ultra instinct aura. Oh, big. He was too far away to get walking strong, I think. He had to do a Kuroda setup. Okay. He had to do just juggle fucking uppercut into super. Very weird. Wake up dash. Ambitious. Unblockable. He didn't get a launch. He had a launch available. Oro casually getting a mid-screen unblockable. Oh, that worked too. I was gonna ask my friends if they wanted to hang out and go for a walk today. No, it's almost 9 p.m. I'm just here. You kind of want no knockdowns with 3 stone. You kind of just want the pressure to never end. You want resets on resets. You want like fucking Darkstalkers Felicia gameplay. You want Tau Kaka. I picked up my phone and man, the back of it is hot. I have a wireless charger. Huh, I almost never stream at this time. Most of my streams are at like 3 a.m. I love you guys, but I'm gonna message my friends and see if anyone wants to go on a walk. I'll hear back from them in probably within 15 minutes, and then I'll know. Nice punish. I was at the doctor's today and they weighed me, and I was 182 pounds. For the record, I am 6'1". That was kind of a historic moment for me because that's a BMI of under 25. And I've been a fat fuck for my whole life. And now I'm an ordinary sized fuck. Oh, regular Tatsu. Anyone remember, oh, I don't even remember. Who was that guy? Why is his name not coming to me? The keyboard slash hitbox warrior, late SF4 era. The streamer. Uh-oh. I can't remember his handle. He did some events at Wednesday Night Fights. It's been too long. I thought about meeting that guy in tournament. No, I don't know any Olafs. I met that guy in tournament, and we'd talked on each other's streams, and then when I finally met him in tournament, he was like, I was like over a foot taller than him. I was like, bro, where's the rest of you? He was like 5'1". So I guess I was a foot taller than him. I was like, you can get up off your knees now. I didn't say that. Damn. I realized recently that if you talk to someone on the internet, you have no idea if they're fat unless they tell you. Probably every person I know on the internet is fat. You're probably all a bunch of fatties. I'm 6'1". Okay. Oh, he just does it on block. He doesn't give a shit. He just always does it. Damn, first thing you say. Come in here and get called fat. Sad. We're all gonna make it, bros. That's pretty lean. We're just talking about weight because Yang versus Ken is too boring. It's the most boring matchup. You already know what's going to happen in this matchup. We've all seen this matchup 100 times. They just fucking low forward, and Rekka's. I'm sure you can. EX Rekka, super. SA3 obviously. Not Yang super. Maybe an Air EX Tatsu here and there. That's about it. Oh, look at that. Cool if punish. Those aren't free. Nice. Yang is a fairly common character in general in this game. People tend to like characters who are easy to play. And Yang is, in many ways, easy to play. Ken is the most played character in this game. This is like one of the few Street Fighters where Ken sees more play than Ryu. Daigo is a big reason. Ken is a better character than Ryu, which is another big reason. Ken is arguably easier to play. It's hard to say. Ken has kind of a better neutral than Ryu. Ryu relies more on parry than Ken does. People like the TC as well. Nice. Dungeon setups are not hard per se. There's a lot of nuance to it though. They're not executionally demanding. Ah, Ken's EXDP sucks. It's horrible. EX Rick I might have killed there. Okay, well he just did it anyway. Ryu is one of the simplest characters in this game, but it's just no one in Third Strike is truly simple. Even the air quote simple characters like these two are quite nuanced. Air short. Ryu and Ken are very similar to play. Like a lot of their normals are almost carbon copies. They're much more different in SF5 than they are in this game. There's almost no difference gameplay-wise between Ken's EX Fireball and Ryu's EX Fireball, for example, which is a place you would think they would be different. Ken's has slightly more recovery, but it's not like a huge difference. Yeah, Super makes them very different. But Super's like 80% of the differences between them are just tied to the Supers. And then the other 20% are like Ken's TC versus Ryu's Donkey Kick. Maybe those ratios aren't exactly right. Okay. But they are very similar to play. It's hard to learn one without kind of incidentally learning the other. Because their neutrals are very similar. Yeah, EX Tatsu gets a mention. That's different. Very, very different between the two of them. Ryu almost never uses Air EX Tatsu. There were a lot of moves like that were just kind of useless until SF5 era. Air cancels were very rare in Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2, technically, I think all air light normals canceled, but most characters didn't even have an air special move. And then there were no air cancels for like a while. Like, I don't think this game has an air cancel anywhere, does it? I can't think of one. There might be one somewhere. But air cancels are a really cool idea. It's very simple, but it's very fun to be able to just do like fucking jump strong air cancel to air Tatsu. Yeah, I was thinking of special cancels. There's some air TCs in this game. It's like 3 or 4 characters with an air TC. Elena, Ibuki, Chun-Li, maybe someone else, maybe a couple more. Oh, Yun and Yang. They both got it. Ibuki has Kunai to Super as an air cancel, yeah. Jump A. That's quite cool. Viper had an air cancel in SF4, and it was considered to be quite novel and quite cool. She had jump roundhouse cancel and also neutral jump fierce, I think. And then I think jump short. Jump short, straight, or angled. Neutral jump fierce and angled jump roundhouse, I think. Or Viper's air special cancels. And they all canceled the burn cake. Yeah, that was in the trailer. Yeah, Adon had neutral jump medium kick. Jury had jump strong, canceled. There were a few. Ryu jumped strong, canceled to Tatsu, I think in Ultra. He didn't have that for most of the game, but he eventually got it. Or maybe it was A 2012. I don't remember when he got that change, but it was a late change. In the final version of the game, that's actually his optimal conversion from a DPF ADC, which is pretty funny. If you don't have Ultra, the best thing you can do is jump strong Tatsu. It's very cool looking. Shout out to Gal, who for the whole lifespan of SF4 never got anything to juggle into. On Flash Kick of ADC. If you had Ultra, you had a very difficult juggle into Ultra. If you didn't have Ultra, there was just nothing. Falk's cool now. I've been enjoying watching Falk players with the new gunshot, EX gunshot. It's kind of good. Oh, what a round. Got put in the corner and then killed. Oh, he got killed, then put in the corner, then killed. All the characters who got like an EX move in neutral. There were like a few of them. There were like 3 or 4. With like a conversion to like a button conversion to an EX move. I guess technically Nash got that with his EX boom into EX regular boom into EX boom. And then Ed and Falk, obviously. I think there was another one too. They feel so refreshing. The new patch is great for SF5. Sakura's changes are pretty innocent, but I think Sakura was already in a good place. Needed no fixing. I think I would like either more or less range on EX DP. I don't know which one I want, but I want one of them. It would be nice if you could just EX DP, and if they neutral jumped, it'd still hit them. So that would be a less range EX DP. But also, it would be nice if you could EX DP through fireballs from farther away. So a further EX DP would be nice. The place it's in right now is like just the wrong range. What even were Birdie's changes? EX Orb Explosion. I was like, what am I missing while I was looking at that? I think I said that in the video. I was like, this doesn't look very good. It really shouldn't have just been slower. It should have just been the same speed. You're not doing any more damage. You're just spending a bar to just keep the orb there. Is that really worth a bar? You really want about 50 damage plus to justify a meter in SF5. Anytime I found like a combo where you could spend a bar to get like less than 50 extra damage, I would just leave it out of my tutorial videos. You want a decent return. A super cancel adds like 200 to 300 damage off of many B&Bs. And if that costs 3 bars, then you probably want about a third of that for a 1 bar cancel. Of course, you know, it's more committal to spend 3 bars, so spending 3 bars should be more rewarding. So I like the 50 damage cutoff. Minot doesn't really even have a whole lot of ways to spend meter. You've got EX medium and EX light orb throw, and that's about it. Those are the good ones. He had a unblockable. He could have kept going. He's really keeping the meter. He built the super. He's like, I want to save the bar. EX medium's really good. That shit's mad useful. Oh, that was minus, but I don't know if it was punishable for Oro. Nice. That was like low parry car throw. Like hella whack. Who's trigger 2? Oh, Minot V trigger 2? I don't think it's bad. I think Minot V trigger 1 is really crazy good. I think it's one of the best triggers in the game. But Minot V trigger 2 has very explosive damage for very simple combos. And it gives you some nice conversions too, and it's got some mix-up potential. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's outclassed, but Minot is kind of a low health character with a 3-bar trigger, so you've got that to consider. I thought VS2 was just bad with Minot, and then I saw a Minot player do VS2 into Orb Recall, and I was like, oh. Kind of made it look a lot better. It's such an obvious thing to do with it, but I didn't think about that. It gives Minot play in a range where she normally has, I don't know. I mean, she still has play at mid-range. I guess she doesn't have play into Orb Recall at mid-range without VS2. She just has to do the Orb Recall, like... Yeah, okay. Well, it depends on what your orb is. It's horrible. Into Orb Explosion, maybe? Soul Spark? I don't know. The thing is, I didn't even think about that when I was like doing the VS2 video. I was like, what is this for? This just looks like a fucking a V skill that's not even stronger and you can't combo out of it. Or you can't combo into it, rather. It should have been like as good as a drill. It should have been like fucking SF4 Rose's drill where you can just face it to be safe really easily. Dude, literally none of my friends text back. Are you kidding me? I sent this fucking text to 3 people. I guess I'm sticking here with you guys. If you send a text message in just like a regular fucking to one person, they'll reply. But if you send it in a group chat to 3 people, no one replies. Oof, what a round. This won't kill though. Okay, wake up super. Can players do that sometimes? I really hate that without VS1 she loses light normal conversions. You've got like EX medium orb and then that's it. That sucks. Crouching VS1 is really good now too. Well, really good's a bit strong, but in scenarios where you can confirm it, it does a lot of damage. So like VS1 out damages VS2 as well, which is kind of funny. I feel like it's better in neutral and better for punishes. And then you've got the reflecting component too. I might pick Monot VT2, but I would never pick Monot VS2, I don't think. Dans are great. Dan has some of the best V skills in the whole thing. What's funny is that I saw the Dan. I had this when I was making the Dan video for the final patch notes. They like put in stand strong, low fierce, and I thought to myself, oh, like now he can do stand strong, low fierce, heavy Dan punch, heavy down red scan. And then I realized that no Dan will actually do that combo. Because if it's VS1 Dan, he'd rather do a Tatsu cancel and then VS1 cancel that. And if it's VS2 Dan, then he'd rather do like stand strong, fucking low fierce, VS2, low fierce. Or stand strong. I think the one I had in the video was stand strong, low fierce, VS2, stand strong, low forward. Both of Dan's V skills make that combo better than the combo he has on the surface. That still goes to Kurikan VS1, actually, Oof Maxima. You can do stand strong. I showed this in the video, actually. Stand strong, crouch fierce. I think medium Dankyaku. And then VS1, then crouch jab, Koryukin VS1. So you get 2 VS1s off in the combo for lots of V-meter build. And it does pretty good damage. It's like his B&B meterless punish in VS1. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that because a lot of people don't play VS1 Dan. But Tatsu, first hit of Tatsu VS1 is +4. That's like damage optimal, V meter build optimal, and Oki optimal, all in one go. You can come out of EX. Wait, hold on. No, I didn't even know that. I gotta look at that. It'd be too strong. Dan VS1 is functional. It's quite a good V skill. But Dan V skill 2 is something that no other character has anything close to. Alright, that time I actually like the X Fireball. He didn't get anything super crazy off of it considering the meter he spent. But, you know, he's up. I think the VS1 makes Tatsu safe as well. Right? I'm pretty sure that works. I think if you do any version of Tatsu into VS1, it's like minus but safe. So that's like a kind of cool thing you can do with VS1. Unless you play a more Dan kicky kind of Dan. Unfortunately, his Dan kicks are kind of too slow. You have a reason to use every Dan kick. Like a Dan kick in neutral is good. EX Dan kick in neutral is good. But medium and heavy Dan kick in neutral are not so good even if you can make them safe. Just because they're too slow. But you do medium Dan kick after done red skin in the corner. And you do heavy Dan kick after done red skin min screen. So, you know, you got a purpose for all of them. VS1 Dan actually does light done red skin, or he does EX done red skin into light Dan kick into medium DP, I think, and then VS1 cancel. The thing is, like, normally you do the heavy done red skin for the Oki, but VS1 Dan gets Oki off of everything. The Oki is just implicit from picking VS1. He wants to make you block low forward into slash, or make you block stand strong into slash. And then if the low forward or the stand strong hits, he will continue doing more slashes until he's done doing slashes. That's about it. And then maybe repeated low shorts. Ooh, nice. Empty jump. Oh, not the punish. Repeated low shorts and EX slash is common. Stand strong, stand short, EX slash is common. Command grab, low forward, EX slash is common, or regular slash, I don't know. See, he had a conversion off of that close strong, but he didn't commit. He had close strong, far short, EX slash. Oh, very nice confirm. Yes. Sagat's fireballs do obey the fireball law. I've seen that with Yan. I don't think I've ever seen that with Yang. Yan's crouch medium punch is much better for that. Yang's crouch medium punch is a low, isn't it? I don't even remember. Most Yangs don't really touch that normal. And in the scenarios where they do touch it, you'd be low blocking anyway. Okay, okay, okay. What is this? He was a bit early. Oh, he's doing... Okay, it's new school unblockables. That one's easier to parry out of, but it's not bad at all. Oh my god. Okay, that was clean. Should have chicken combo for the kill for more meter. His shimmies just fucking did work. I've seen that one a few times. It's more expensive. And easier to parry out of, but it does more damage than Dizzy. Okay. Oh, he didn't think there would be a DP. Nice. Wake up forward parry. I saw that. Oh, he wanted close strong. Just land and parry. That's why our player's shameless. I mean, you win if you get close strong. Of course, that's what you're going for. Smart by Ken. He just walked in and through. He's like, yeah, you want parries. You're being aggressive. You're being dumb. Let me just toss you. Oh, nice anti-air. Okay, okay. He can't win off of this. Well, maybe he can with this new setup. Okay, that's a real hard knockdown. Oh, that doesn't work. But or it didn't. Or it wasn't on the right side. Or I wanted to land on the far side of Ken and squeeze him. And that way he would have ended point blank. That's kind of cool. Cool interaction. Wow, what a whiff punish. Oh. Okay, what's the mix? This is horrible. Okay. That was quite risky, actually. That low short, if it was parried, Ken died. Probably without even a reset. I know, Oro gets so fucking wide for his fireballs. And what's even more annoying is his light fireball and EX fireball won't hit opponents who are point blank. So if the opponent dashes as you throw a fireball, you just don't hit them. Oro releases the fireball like super far away from his body, so if you're close to him, he can fireball through you. It's super whack. Okay, hit Yang midair. Anti-air heavy DP, kind of good. Oh, Yang, you could have just shifted the blocking. You didn't even have to keep parrying. That's Blissey. It's half of Blissey. It's more like the top, like 30%. Nice. Reminded that Chansey didn't even learn soft-boiled in Gen 1. And there was a TM to teach it soft-boiled. Given to you by a single NPC in Celadon City. It was the only healing TM in the game. There were no other healing moves. Well, there were, but they didn't have TMs. It was like recover. You could give the TM soft-boiled to Mew as well. Mew might have gotten recover, I don't remember. I don't know if fucking Mew's level up moves in Gen 1. I only know that transforms on there. Okay, really good parry. That's a low risk, high reward parry. rep was OP. I think it was 85% accuracy, which kept it kind of more fair. And then fire spin was like 70%. What's funny is a lot of Mons, a lot of fire Mons, the final move they would learn was fire spin, which kind of implied that they thought fire spin was like the best fire move. It's like flamethrower and then fire spin. I don't think any Mons learned fire blast by level up. Back then. I think it was TM only. Nice. Metronome, Pound, Psychic, Mega Punch, Transform. That's a really short list. What about Mew suggests Mega Punch? Thing's barely got arms. Psychic is nice. That's a good move. %30 special drop is absolutely fucking insane-o. Considering specialist, special attack, and special defense. It's Rolf. Nice. Anti-air EX Fireball. Yang probably did air parry, but like earlier than that. Whoa. EX Rekka. I saw a couple frames of it. Saw another couple frames of EX Rekka. Oh, a very nice cancel. Yang might have tried to throw after that parry, but Ken was actually outside throw range, I think. What if you received head and later they said they were trans? When you say received head, you're talking about getting a blowjob, right? Because when I read received head, I immediately thought getting body swapped to someone. I feel like everyone's got the same mouth. If I'm being honest. I don't think there's really a difference between a girl mouth and a boy mouth. No, the Bath quote. Don't Bath quote bot me. Nice. Oh, okay. Oh, it ended. We're just here for the long haul. We finally got into replays with an Oro in them, so I'm happy. There's been Oros in every single video today. Unfortunately, this is Ken versus Yang. Okay. Oh, very optimal. Very optimal. He did walk under to get a close range anti-air close forward, which has better follow-ups than a regular close forward. Little fake out low there. Dive kicks are overheads in this game, I think. Like how I'm not even sure of that. Okay. Oh, optimal. Ugh. Hmm. This is a matchup where that dizzy bar really fucking matters. Yang can literally dizzy Akuma in like 2 combos. Uh, Again, he could have shifted to blocking. Parrying the whole thing was the better play, obviously. It's kind of scary because Ken can cancel that to super. How is Yang alive? Any second now, it's just gonna be like a fucking. Oh, look at that! The double air attack. He got parried on the way up. He fully recovered. He attacked again on the way down. You love to see it. The funny thing about that scenario is, even if you do a neutral jump and you get air parried, your falling state is a forward jump state. So you get forward jump normals. So I get like towards jump roundhouse instead of neutral jump roundhouse in that scenario. Yang had no health there. Or wait, no, I think he did still have health. Yeah, he did on the heavy DP. Yeah, you could just reaction cancel the block. It's only a problem if it's like an AT or super of some variety. This is what we're here for now. It's just Yang versus Ken. That's all is left. Good punish. Wasn't that SA1 Uriah? I think we did actually see a single SA2 Uriah, didn't we? And it was like, what the fuck is this? Nice finish. There's still a shortcut for crouching button into DP in this game, but I am so shit at it. It's 2-3-2-3. In Street Fighter 4 and 5, you can just do 3-3-3 and it works. But you need the initial 2 in SF3 for whatever reason. Using that motion, you can easily get cancels into crouching cancels into DP specials. It's a little funky when you're trying to super cancel the DP though, because you've got to do 2-3-2-3, 6-2-3. Daigo probably did that motion for the fucking moment 37. Maybe we'll get someone else after this match. Look, the Yang's almost dead. I think he's not long for this world. Don't look at me. I'm just telling you how it works. Go try it in the lab. Nice dive kick. Three two three works in SF4 because for the forward it wants any forward motion, so 9, 6, or 3. And then for the down, it wants any down motion, so 1, 2, or 3. And then it wants specifically 3 as the final motion. Yeah, you could do 9, 2, 3 Shoryukens if you wanted to. You could do 9, 1, 3 Shoryukens. A bit of an awkward motion. It needs a transition. If you're doing the same input for 2 adjacent frames, the game just considers you to be holding that input. However, you might be able to do 6-3 neutral 3. No, we're talking about SF4 and SF5. It's frequently suggested that you can do 3-3 as a DP motion in SF4, but if I recall correctly, that actually does not work. You need 3 distinct directions. And people who try 3-3 usually just get an accidental 3-2-3. It's not like, I mean, 3-2-3 is honestly faster to do than 3-3. They both take 3 frames to execute, but there's a bit of an awkwardness to go back and forth from a diagonal. I don't know about SF5. I wouldn't be too surprised if it worked. I honestly just have no idea. Most shortcuts didn't change, but I don't know about all of them. That was a very common question when SF5 was new, is that they changed the shortcuts. Three has different shortcuts than 4 and 5. But 4 and 5 are generally the same. There you go, these are light Tatsu. Oh, that's why he's not doing them. He could have supered on that ATO jab. That'd been kind of cool. Oh, EX is a threat now. I mean, Dizzy. And there it was. In some scenarios, like Tatsu can drop, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Uh-oh. Can you cancel Shadowfire Light Kick? I don't think so. Pretty sure no. Because usually when people do the low jab, stand short, they get the drop. They don't get the super cancel, and they were doing the super cancel motion. I think it doesn't cancel. Fire Light Kick is a super awkward normal in this game. In SF4, it's like he raises his foot all the way to his head, and is occasionally used as like a weird anti-air sometimes. For Ryu and Ken, I think they both have that normal. Oops. In this game, it's like a little fucking shin kick and it's useless. I think so, Sneak Man. I think the fireball lowers the damage either always or usually. It also doesn't really make the confirm easier, oddly enough, because the super cancel is very early in this game on a fireball. 3-3 DP shortcut is gone. That's the one where I'm pretty sure it doesn't even exist in SF4. Now I want to lab it. I would buy in an instant that we can, they changed the leniency on specials. that they made uh, sure you can the duration between the motion and the button press for sure you can is different. There's like every time you do a special motion, there's like a window after you do the special motion that for that number of frames you'll hit a button and get a the special move, and then once that window ends, you get like a normal again. And I think it might be a different timer in SF4 and SF5. 3-3 in SF4 or 3-3 in SF5? Maybe I tested it in SF5 and it was gone and I just thought that was it. Sagat doesn't answer whether it's 4 or 5. Alright, probably gone in SF5 then. No Australian character in Street Fighter. I tried to have a snarky answer using a Darkstalkers character, but I don't think there is one, is there? All the Darkstalkers characters are from places, but I don't usually remember where they are. Like, everyone has like a country of origin just like Street Fighter. Or like most of them do. It was probably early SF5 I tested it. I can't even imagine doing that motion and finding it preferable to 3-2-3 anyway. On like pad or stick. It just sounds really awkward. Even on hitbox, I think I'd rather do 3-2-3. I'm not trying to say that Capcom literally, like, you know, held Darkstalkers for ransom by trying to force people to buy the collection. But I do think that Capcom released the Darkstalkers collection, the last one, the one on like PS3, fucking Xbox 360, and not enough people bought it, and they were like, okay, there probably isn't much interest in this. And to be honest, I think that's probably accurate. I think there probably wouldn't be any interest in it. It's nice for us to be like, oh man, it'd be cool if they make a new Darkstalkers game. I would like that. I'd probably buy it and try it. Maybe I'd play it long term. I liked Vampire Savior quite a lot. But realistically, it's gonna be like, you know. I don't think it would be that popular. Fighting games need quite a lot of dev time. I understand that they want to make a lot of money off of it. Nice. Everyone was saying that when that Darkstalkers collection came out. They were like, if you buy this, we have to all buy this so we can get the new Darkstalkers made. That was like right after the Darkstalkers is not dead thing. And everyone was like, oh my god, Capcom's making a new Darkstalkers game. And I think they probably would have if it sold better. But to be honest, there's like, even like veteran fighting game players are just loosely aware of Darkstalkers, you know what I mean? No one's really playing it. And if you're not a veteran fighting game player, you probably know nothing about Darkstalkers at all. Capcom is always in a position where they could either remake an old game series, like Red Earth or Darkstalkers, or they could just make an entirely new game. And I feel like it would end up being very similar in terms of sales. Darkstalkers does have good characters. Ah, some of them. I don't know how marketable some of them are. You know what I mean? Like Morgan is obviously marketable, and Felicia, probably Jeddah, and probably Donovan, and probably what's his face, the Dimitri. I'll give all those guys the pass. They're marketable. Baby Bonnie Hood, yeah, that's a good number already. Ooh, here we go. Oh, he was way early. He got the super jump cancel. It's a red parry attempt. Kung Fu Werewolf is pretty marketable. Talbane. People wouldn't buy a game to play as Sasquatch. You know what I mean? I don't even know if people would buy a game to play as fucking El Raptor. People would buy a game to play as Lilith. Nice. Nice. QB, probably not. QB is a cool design, but I don't know if it's a door busting design. Anacaris, maybe. Killer Instinct cast isn't that marketable, so yeah, you got a point. Most of the characters are not super interesting. Top secret combos. Oh, Shenko. I'd say Shenko's marketable. Honestly, I'm not even sure how marketable fucking Dimitri is. In terms of like weird blobs in fighting games, I would say Pyron is one of the best ones I've seen. People don't even blink when there's a weird blob in a fighting game. They just see the weird blob and they're like, that's the weird blob of this game. Maybe it's 12. Maybe it's fucking Arachne. Maybe it's I don't know. What are some weird blobs in fighting games? Who was the last boss of Waku Waku 7? What's that guy's name? Death something. Oh, now it's Fernando. Where was it? I don't know. Shuma Gorath is kind of a weird blob. More of a weird blob than 12 is, I guess. Mikhail is a weird blob. You're not wrong, but I don't like your answer. What's the fighting game with the little girl in the bathing suit sitting on top of the actual blob? Is that like Arcana Heart or something? The Grappler. I didn't know that. I just knew that she had a blob. Ooh, nice. Blob-based gameplay. Let's get a fighting game that's only blobs. Wasn't there a blob in Clay Fighter? What was his name? Was it just the Blob? Double's a blob, yeah, that's a good one. Shoutouts to fucking Clay Fighter. Ivan Ooze. Ivan Ooze has blob-like qualities. Why do fighting games have so many blobs? I didn't think we'd get more than like 5 characters. We've got a shitload. 3D Balls, or perhaps Balls 3D. Now that's a fighting game. See me at fucking 3D Balls Evo. I mentioned 12. I mentioned Acne. We got those guys. Probably Jigglypuff from Smash is a better match than Kirby. Rufus, good answer. He was blob-like. Look at that aggressive parry fishing by the Oro. Venom, good answer. God, we're all just saying Arachne. People really do be playing fighting games. And just fucking see the blob character and they're just like, okay, this game's blob. Every fighting game needs at least one weirdo. You need like the fucking Voldo or the Yoshimitsu. Or the Blanca. Yeah, SF2 seems to have no blobs. I would agree that Blanca's the closest because he turns into a ball. That's kind of like a blob-like thing. Does it really all just go back to fucking Game of Death? It's just Kareem Abdul-Jabbar not knowing how to fight just inspired every weirdo fighting game character. Or it could all be Bloodsport too. That was like the one guy who like did flips and shit in Bloodsport. Anyone ever fucking see that movie? Bloodsport is an extremely shitty Jean-Claude Van Damme action movie. But it's really notable because it inspired both Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Along with Enter the Dragon. So if you play fighting games, you'd probably get something out of watching Bloodsport. The premise is that it's an underground fighting arena, um, with people coming from all around the world to use their mixed martial arts against each other, and killing is legal in the underground tournament, although it's frowned upon. The person the movie is about, Frank Dukes, is a real person and claims that that is a real story. Although I think he's been widely discredited. We should do a Bat movie night with Bloodsport. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. The devs of Mortal Kombat very obviously saw that movie, and then they were like, "Hey, we could do that." That was the far. That was the close medium kick that didn't launch. It's always weird when that happens. It's because it didn't hit on its first active frame, I think. Oh, one of my friends finally got back to me at 9:20 p.m. and said can't tonight, and then he posted the tired emoji and then the gun emoji. So it's like he's pointing a gun at his own head. Yesterday I made mac and cheese, and I still got some in my fridge. Ain't that a mood? Advanced Wars guy. I don't know about the newest one. I haven't really been following it. It's way forward, isn't it? But I played 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is more Advanced Wars than most people played. I beat all of them. I was gonna say I beat this one, and this one, but I realized I actually did beat all of them. It took ages. It took years to beat 2, because I'm a baddie. I just get dunked on in the yellow comet stages. God, the fucking glasses emoji is so good. I'm gonna post the picture of the mac and cheese I made, but you guys have to promise not to laugh at it. You guys have to pretend it looks delicious. Let me upload it to Imager. I've never mobile uploaded. This shit's too hard for me. Get app? Surely I don't need to get app to upload something, right? Alright, I'm fixing to just do this here. Hold on, no one go anywhere. Pausing the video. Nobody freak out. That's not my mac and cheese. Here's my mac and cheese. It's homemade. Alright, everyone pretend it looks good. I guess I'll look at the bad mac and cheese to see if mine looks better. Oh, that one. Mine looks way better than that one. Alright, where were we? A crushed apple pie. Those are... It's breaded chicken. I have breaded chicken in my mac and cheese. Crushed Ritz crackers and mac and cheese? I could buy in a heartbeat that that's tasty. A got that waiting for me downstairs as soon as I want some. Oh, that person exists. I guess I could show it on stream, but I don't really want to. I'll put it as the description of the video. Surely I will remember. Frozen peas are so good in fucking anything. I put frozen peas in my, oh, that's gonna hit, right? No, it didn't hit. Because it hit him airborne, I guess. I put frozen peas in my angel hair and my spaghetti, and it's fucking 10 out of 10. Spaghetti with a few peas makes it so much better. Peas and rice are also fucking really good. Peas are like a fucking life hack. Put peas in your pasta or put peas in your rice. I make angel hair all the time. It's my favorite pasta. I usually do angel hair chicken, and peas in cream sauce. On hell hair. Bye. Bow ties and breadcrumbs. I never get bow ties. Nice, damage optimal. Strong does more damage than fierce there. Oh, that looked good. I was thinking about living the poverty life recently. I was thinking about my time in college. I subsisted on dry beans and rice. I mean, they weren't dry when I ate them, but they were dry when I bought them. And man, that shit is cheap. You get a 5-pound bag of rice and a 5-pound bag of beans, and you're getting like weeks of food. And it's tasty too. I mixed it up. I guess so. That picture of the mac and cheese that I made, when I ate it, I took my fucking first bite and I was like, I forgot the black pepper. And then I ate the rest of it without getting black pepper, because that's the kind of person I am. I will not make that mistake today. I will put black pepper on it. Black pepper is the fucking life hack condiment. Life hack fucking spice. You can put it on anything. I was such a fool before. I didn't realize how versatile it is. Nice. I never used to put fucking black pepper on pasta. I was like, that's weird. Why would you put pepper on pasta? Now I see the light. It's good as hell. Smoked paprika I also put on everything. Well, I put it on everything I put chicken in. Flavor's very nice. I went through like 10 years of not putting black pepper on anything, and then 10 years of only putting it on sandwiches. And then I was like, I wonder what else I can put this on. And it's been eye-opening. About to go downstairs and get some vanilla ice cream with fucking cracked black pepper on it. I'm not about to do that, but like I could maybe buy that would work. But I'm not about to try it. Seems dangerous. I'm gonna open up a restaurant that sells vanilla ice cream with black pepper. Vanilla ice cream with good quality chili oil. I believe you. I could buy that in a heartbeat. I think a lot of foods probably pair a lot better than we would think, but it's just not proper to do certain pairings, so people don't do it. So whenever there's just like some weird, wow, he did a fully mashed mash though. Whenever there's some super weird recipe with just like a pairing that you would never see, I'm always like, there's probably something to this. Whenever I make certain dishes, I chuck in an egg. Egg on rice is super common for me. And spaghetti carbonara. And egg. Why are apple slices a fucking child food? I will fucking shoot whoever decided that. I'm a grown-ass adult and I want to eat apple slices. Now I just fucking eat my apples like a fucking caveman. I want to have fucking apple slices and peanut butter. I want to have celery and fucking peanut butter and raisins. I want to have ants on a log. But I'm an adult, so I can't do it. I would frequently go on long walks with my friends across my life. And there was a little period where frequently I would like stop in a supermarket if we passed one and buy an apple of my choosing and then eat it on the walk. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, sometimes I would litter the core. But apple cores are biodegradable, so it's okay, I promise. My favorite was Honeycrisp, but I also liked Granny Smith and Fuji. What are some other good apples? Gala apples are just fine. Nice. Got the link. Damn, that killed. Yang health, crouching opponent. Red Delicious were bred for appearances rather than taste. I don't hate them. Everyone always acts like they're fucking some affront to nature. They're definitely not the apple I would buy. Sometimes I get a pear. Pears are good too. Just to mix it up. I've never homemade orange juice, but I've homemade lemonade. I've got oranges downstairs. I could go get one. That sounds kind of nice. Haven't had an orange in a while. Nice. Oh, it wasn't a punish. When I was a kid, I had a huge swig of sour milk. It was like milk that was like a month out of date. And I had it at a restaurant, no less. A restaurant served me sour milk. Um, and that put me off like regular milk for like a year. Every time I tried to drink regular fucking on milk, it tasted like off milk. Also, it was a fucking gross taste. It was a gross consistency too. It had like blobs in it. I just took a big sip, like I don't know, and like started like blobs going into my mouth. I was like, what the fuck is this? And also, it tasted nasty as hell. I just didn't know. You think I would have sniffed it or something and been like, this is something's wrong here. But I was like 8 and I just took a big swig. Just poured the fucking milk into my open mouth and then I was like, bleh. Nice. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, the mix didn't pay out. That mix is not that good, honestly. The overhead is reactable and you don't really get a follow-up off of anything. That's like a setup. It was weird. EX Rekka into fucking whiffed up kick. Super? Oh, we just killed. Super would have been a horrible play. I wasn't paying attention to the health. I would have burned a super on nothing there. When your tolerance to milk is so high, you can drink off milk. You're like whatever the opposite of a lactose intolerant person is. You're like lactose super tolerant. The cat. The cat. Do you think when the people made those bumper stickers that say coexist and have all the different religious symbols on them, do you think they were thinking about the guy who drinks sour milk and likes the taste? Do you think they still would have made that bumper sticker if they thought about that person? Do you think when they made the bumper stickers for coexist, they were thinking about the people who take up 1.2 parking spaces when they park? Are we really supposed to coexist with those people? I don't know if I have that much in common with someone who would park in 1.2 spaces. Oh. Shopping cart test, yeah. There's no incentive to return a shopping cart other than the knowledge that it creates an orderly society or whatever. I return my shopping carts. I don't have to parallel park where I live, but I know how to. I'm quite good at it. It's very useful whenever I go to the beach and there's no parking. And it's just like I got a parallel park at a fucking meter on the road. And usually there's a hell of a lot of traffic and like a fucking 2-lane road. And then I've got a parallel park in those conditions with like 8 people behind me, waiting for me to park so they can pass me. At my job I don't push carts, but there are carts. And every now and then I push them. So I guess I just told a lie. It's not my job to do it, but every now and then they need help out there. And I'm just like, okay, I can do that. I've never actually been made to go, but it's like, hey, anyone who wants to push some carts. I'm just like, he does it for fee. True, they pay me to do it. Sometimes I'm at work and I see people pushing shopping carts, and they're like grown ass adult men, like full adults, and they'll like step on the back thing of the shopping cart and then try and like jump up on it and ride it. And you can do that even as a full ass adult as long as you've got some stuff in there. Otherwise, you're probably gonna tip it over. But it's like, damn, dude, I used to do that when I was like, 10, but that is soul. That's pure soul. That's like the same. That's the same level of soul as like going up a fucking staircase on all fours as a full ass adult. I'm not any more into DIY, by the way, to answer that question. Fuck DIY. Sometimes I'll see a customer and I'll smile at them and I'll say hello, and then they reply, "Fine, how are you?" And I just fucking I'm like, I have power over you. I fucking T-pose and they get down on the ground and put their fucking forehead to the floor in front of me, and I claim their soul. That story is only partially made up, but frequently I do say hello to people and they reply, "Fine, how are you?" Sometimes I say hello and they reply, "Just browsing," which is not a wrong answer. Saves me some time. It's like I didn't ask, but you did shut down my follow-up question, which I appreciate. One time I had a customer who I was helping with something, and then another customer walked up to me, and the other customer had like a super fucking shitty toupee. And he's like, "Hey, can you show me like how to do so and so? Show me where the fucking pneumatic pumps are." And I'm like, "Yeah, let me finish with this customer and I'll get right with you." And then I showed the customer I was already helping some stuff. And then when I finished, the customer was like, "Okay, thanks for the help. Now you can go help out that guy and see if you can kill the thing that's sitting on his head." It was like something like that. And I was like, "Holy shit. Why do you have to do him like that?" Jesus fucking Christ. Nice 5-stone nerd. What did it do? Oh, that looked like a car throw. He got the first frame of close roundhouse in a scenario where no one would do close roundhouse. Then he got thrown out of the close roundhouse. Well, roundhouse. No close and far version. It's funny when a customer shit talks another customer. But that guy wasn't even rude. That's the funny thing. Well, I mean, the guy with the toupee wasn't rude. He didn't even say anything to warrant that fucking rudeness back. Fuck, I had a customer recently who had a dog. Brought their fucking dog into the Home Depot. And then, like, everyone was kind of looking away, and then we all looked back. Oh, he thought it was a punish. It was too far away. He can kill here if he spends meter. He didn't want to. I don't blame him. I wouldn't have spent it either. Um, Everyone turned away, and then we all turned back, and there was just fucking dog shit on the ground and pee. And no, we just allow dogs into Home Depot. Officially by the rules they're not allowed, but like we don't do anything. No Home Depot does anything if you bring a dog in. And fucking the customer, one of my coworkers, pretty shamelessly to the customer, was like, "Are you gonna do something about that?" And the customer was like, "It's not my dogs," or something like that. And he was just like, he was like fucking walking away in shame. He like bowing his head, kind of like shuffling, kind of quickly. He's like, "Oh, it wasn't me, it wasn't me." And he just leaves. And there's just the fucking dog shit still on the fucking floor and the dog pee, and we were just fucking all looking at it, being all my coworkers. Because the customer didn't fix it. So we just like, and then I was that guy. I was actually that guy. I put my finger on my nose, and I said nose goes, so I didn't have to clean it. If you're that person, then you can get at anything. If you're the person who says nose goes, you don't want to be the person who hears nose goes and has to react. You want to be the person saying it. Life hack. Actually, though, I very rarely get bad customers. Home Depot doesn't get bad customers that often. No, I haven't gotten into DIY projects. Fuck DIY. Yang's taunt raises the damage of his next hitter combo, I think. It's either next hit or the next hitter combo. I think it's the whole combo. It does fix his hair. I think Yang's has a hitbox. Yun's definitely does. Yang's hitbox on his taunts is either non-existent or really awkward. Because I think you can't easily hit people with it unless they're jumping. Home Depot literally does not give an employee discount. I'm not even joking. At all. But that's fine because I never buy anything at Home Depot. Occasionally customers ask me that. I'm like, oh, we sell everyone, we sell all our products for the customer prices. I mean, the fucking employee prices. Home Depot in 2011 gave out a universal 4% raise, and I think inflation was higher than that in 2021. Did I say 2011? In 2021, we had a universal 4% raise, and I think inflation was higher than that. And Home Depot's reasoning was we had a hard year, and also Home Depot had record profits. I don't understand how a company can have record profits and then be like, oh, this fucking environment, and how people can just buy it. They just fucking accept it. It's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. They wouldn't be able to give us big of a fucking raise in the pandemic. I've successfully argued a raise for myself, I think 3 times now, which means they were underpaying me before I argued the raise all 3 times. Oh, I didn't have a secret. I basically went in with shit like that. I was like, why the fuck? How the fuck are you not paying me when we've had record profits? Usually I look up what other companies are doing. Whoa! Usually I look up what other companies are paying in the same area. I'm polite too. A big part of it is politeness. You want to be a polite squeaky wheel. You want to make them feel like anyone would be asking about it. You want to make them feel like they've been doing you wrong. Say Ibuki and Yang is pretty cool, huh? You don't get to see this very often. It's quite good in this matchup. Just because cross-up unblockables are very easy on Hugo. Usually I tell them to their faces that I talked about my wages with my coworkers. That's been the way almost every single time. Is I'll show up and it'll be like new hires are making like less than $1 less than me. And I'm like, bro, I've been working here for years. Like, why are new hires making less than $1 less than me? I haven't finished watching Texas Showdown yet. I watched all of Brian F's matches though. Love me some Oro. I didn't watch Third Strike at all at Texas Showdown, actually. I didn't even know who was there. Anyway, I do the life hack of discussing my wages with my coworkers, which is federally protected in all U.S. states. And if someone tries to tell you that it's against the rules, you can tell them to fuck off. Protected speech. It's illegal for them to tell you not to discuss your wages with your coworkers. Did Chris G play Sean? I know that Chris G plays Sean in Third Strike, but I think he has another character too that he's much better with. Or maybe not that he's better with that character, but he's got a for serious character too. There are definitely characters who need to parry more or less in Third Strike, but everyone should like learn to parry. You shouldn't be like, oh, like obviously you have to parry to even win with characters like Hugh or Hugo, but like you should still try to parry if you're like a Chun-Li or a Yan player. Oh, this kills. That is like 60% on twins. That's why Hugo's pick SA1 in this matchup. Because if you land it, you win. Almost always low tiers need to parry more than high tiers. There are a few exceptions to that. There are a few high tiers who love parries. For example, Ryu and Makoto. And, you know, Ken. And Chun-Li. You know, anyone benefits from a parry. But, there are... You probably don't need superb parrying to play as Remy or 12. It really just depends on how offensive versus defensive you are. It depends on like whether you have other setups besides parries for some of your options. Like it's pretty hard to get off a heavy clap as Hugo in a guaranteed scenario without a parry. It's pretty hard even with a parry. It's pretty hard to get capture and deadly blow without a parry. Like yeah, you can tick into it, but it's not that good. With a parry you can set it up. Yeah, Ryu is a character who loves parries. Purple checkmark with the purple checkmark. That's crazy. That's insano. Was there like a period where you picked the name purple checkmark but you didn't have one yet? What does the purple checkmark mean? Verified. Confirmed to have a purple checkmark. That's insane. This must be Twitch himself came in. That's like the username version of Drip. That's when the guy comes in with his nice ass sneakers, but it's a username. Yeah, it's Justin. Full name Justin TV. Yeah. I vividly remember playing on either GGPO or 2DF or one of those early clients, and there was a person on there with the name Double Three. I think I've talked about this before. And the name Double Three was spelled like this, and I was like, God damn, you really are Double Three. Sometimes people just have a username that's like kind of sticks with you because of how fucking, I don't know, how cool it is. Anyway, Ryu's EX Donkey Kick is hard to use without punishes or parries. And the punishes aren't really in your control. Maybe they are a little bit, but the parries are in a lot of your control. Well, maybe they aren't. Complex situation right there. The point is, if you parry a lot, you'll get lots of crutch fierce EX Donkey Kicks, and those are good. Nice. Amy Roundhouse, isn't that fucking Arliath? Who was that? I think it was Arliath. Flex Luthor, damn good. Nice, cool juggle. Midair connect, clap. SPD. Of Maxima. Are you friends? Are you enemies? I only remember Amy Roundhouse is a Vega player in SF4. I think our Arliath went up to like Grandmaster on a new account recently, playing Vega in SF5 with the username Amy Roundhouse. But I don't know if he ever did that in SF4. Go tweet at fucking Arliath. Everyone all tweet at Arliath at the same time. Ask him if he used Amy Roundhouse in SF4 era. But actually don't do that. No one do that. Alright. Confirmation. Arliath did that. Well, do we know is Arliath both times is the question. Nice. No, I don't want everyone to tweet him. No, it's a Smurf in SF5, but apparently someone was doing it in SF4 Vega as well. Did he have a Smurf in SF4? Oh, he just did it. He ate a normal, and he's like, I'm gonna turn 720. Oh, this kill? Yeah, wow. Recently, I made that chess account on chess.com. I made the account under Night and Birth, but I spelled night like the chess knight. And I've been posting games on. I decided that would be like if I played chess on stream or something, that would be the account I would use instead of my fucking secret at home account. And people have been commenting on that whenever I post chess links. It's like, oh man, I was not expecting that username. Under Night and Birth, but with a K. For the horsey piece that jumps. The knight's my favorite chess piece. I asked one of my friends what his favorite chess piece was, and he was like, "Is this a joke?" And I was like, "No, like, what's your favorite chess piece?" And then he just scoffed. He's like, "I don't know, the F pawn." It was like some bullshit like that. And I was like, "Bro, I didn't mean like a specific piece. Like a specific pawn." Thought he was just gonna say the queen or something. The rook, that's a good one. Left rook. That's the rook you don't usually castle with. Not all rooks are the same. No, it wasn't Bungus. I think this one was my good friend Plucky Pariah. Although I might have asked Bungus a similar question and gotten a similar answer at some point. One of the bullshit chess pieces Serlin invented, like the fucking elephant. Wasn't there an elephant? I'm pretty sure one of the 6 armies in chess 2 was like a zoo. A menagerie. And I think that was an elephant. The teleport queen, I remember that one. That was the army where instead of rooks it had like phantoms or whatever. Where they could move, but like all they could do was block. But they had like really ridiculous movement capabilities, and they couldn't be taken. Chess 2 was some fucking other shit. Supposedly he removed stalemates from the game, but I don't honestly see how it would be possible to remove stalemate by repetition. I mean, he invented chess 2. I firmly believe that making a game called Chess 2 is one of the most pretentious things you could possibly do. But that's not necessarily a criticism. I've never actually played Fantasy Strike, no. I think making a sequel to Chess would be kind of interesting. Or like updating it a little bit. But you would need to do a lot of computer shit with it. You would need some like deep evaluation to kind of make a game that was still interesting with a lot of viable moves, you know? Like a new piece. So there's something, whenever it's chess with irregular rules, that's called fairy chess. With like pieces that aren't like ordinary pieces. Like the Empress. Do you guys know about the Empress? The Empress is, instead of a rook and a bishop, which is what the queen is, it's like a rook and a bishop got mixed into one. The Empress is a rook and a knight that have been mixed into one. So it can make rook moves or knight moves. I think that's right. I think people overstate how much top level chess turns into stalemates. The thing about, it's not anything about top level chess being stalematey. It's more that the stakes are very high in top level chess. It is why Rapid's better, though, I agree. Well, there's something to both. It's nice seeing a game with, like, very perfect play. And when you play, like, a nice fucking classic game of chess, you get very optimal moves. You get 2 players playing at 99% accuracy. Yeah, Serlin's, it's Yomi, isn't it? Yeah. There are a lot of chess variants. I actually know a lot about that. I could tell you guys about all kinds of fucking weird. I don't even know what a Carzano is. There's also the fact that you can play for stalemates. You can play very drawish lines if you're winning. You can play lines where it's either going to be like your chances of winning are very low, but the chances of you losing are very low. Because all the moves are super obvious. I think checkers got solved recently, but I don't know whether a human could memorize the solutions. I don't know how many there are. But I think it's a forced win for one of the sides. They played perfectly. I don't know anything about Mahjong. The only thing I really disliked about chess 2 was the betting. I think one of the single things I love the most about chess is that it's a perfect information game. Super jump cancel super. There's no hidden information on the chessboard. And one of the things chess 2 added was hidden information. And that's just like it's extremely heretical to me. For those who don't know, in chess 2 by David Sirlin. Oh, Caruana, Fabiano Caruana. Maybe that happened, I don't know. I think they played for the candidates before last. I think the most recent one was Jan Nepomniachtchi, right? Anyway, there's like betting. Whenever you take a piece, you put down you have 3 like marbles, and you put down a hidden number of marbles when you take the piece, and your opponent can also put down marbles. And if they put down more than you put down, both pieces get taken. So just both pieces cease to exist. But both sides only have 3 marbles for the whole game. So you gotta be really choosy about when you spend them. And you know, you could bet 2 marbles and your opponent could bet 3, and it's like if you betted 1 or 0, then you would still have some to spare. So you gotta be kind of choosy about how many you spend too. I hate that. I hate that whole system. I think it's dumb as fuck. I do not like a betting component in chess. The thing about chess that's cool is 2 people can just come to the game in any position and just play it out. Because it's perfect information. And no secrets. Yeah, let me make a chess variation. There are a lot of differences, but don't listen to me because I don't have a complete list of them. Instead, you should find, I think RVN-san on YouTube had like demonstration videos of the various changes. And there's also just like a long YouTube video showing off all these kinds of changes. Also, there was that one guy, Mac Aves, who made like a TAS tool-assisted combo video for Arranged Edition. 4th Strike. It was really fucking good. There's like a version on YouTube that is just the actual video, and then another version that's me watching the video. I don't know which one's more popular. A 2x2 chess piece sounds sick. You have my complete attention. If chess 2 had elephants and they weren't 2x2, that was a mistake. I made a combo video recently. It was that Dan combo that did 420 damage. Technically speaking, that was a combo video. It was a video with a combo in it. Go watch Percenta World on YouTube. He's been doing combo videos for KOF 15, and they're good. Maybe you have to take a 2x2 piece 4 times. You have to take like each part of it. Yeah, desk. It's a fine one. Of course, the best combo video maker is me. But desk is alright too. A pawn that can move backwards. That's an interesting idea. There's a fairy chess piece called, I think, the Peasant. That's just a pawn, but you can't do 2 space on turn 1. You can only advance by 1 space. Which also means there's no en passants. Apart from that, they're just pawns. It's a nice, innocent fairy chess piece. Not that different. Holy hell, etc. Holy shit, no, that's not right. And peasant. Wow, I could have said that. I could have made that joke. Oops. The rook isn't called boxer? What a fucking... Oh. That's the worst thing to eat. When they empty jump in and EXDP you in the face. And you're like, well, time to think about life. Time to think about every decision I ever made to get here. They should make a tarot deck, but it's all Street Fighter 5 characters. They probably already did that. Ah, I just got a text message that was my mom in the family group chat posting her lion with the cat. My cat has gotten more and more bold over the years. He was the proverbial scaredy cat. When we first got him, all he did was hide. Never even fucking saw him. And then slowly he has become more comfortable with people. And when I say slowly, I mean it. He's like 13 years old now. And he was a kitten when we got him. I mean, he'll like come out and get pet and stuff, but he won't lie down with you or anything. Anyway, he's recently kind of discovered that if you can fall asleep next to someone, you won't die if you do it. And also that people are warm. He probably had some like profoundly negative experience as a kitten. He's just carrying trauma. I looked up the rules to chess boxing recently. I was caught off guard. Do you guys know about chess boxing? It's the ultimate sport. So you play like 3 minutes of chess, and then you box for 3 minutes, and then you play 3 more minutes of chess, and then you box for 3 more minutes. And you can win via like knockout, or checkmate, or like a technical win. The point is you have to be good at chess and boxing in order to be a good chess boxer. So it's like the ultimate fucking brain, ultimate brawn sport right there. You need to be the fucking fitlet in order to win at that sport. Yeah, the thing is, you say can't you just stall in boxing? But I was gonna say I looked at the rules and you could just stall in chess. It's like a 9 minute game, and it's 3 minutes between the boxing sections. So you could not even know how to play chess, but you could be Mike Tyson, and you could just make no moves during the fucking chess portions, and just run your own clock, and then just beat the shit out of someone. It's not as hard to get good as chess as most people act like it is, for what it's worth. Well, it depends. Obviously, the further you go, the harder it becomes. To me, it just sounds like people who want to prove that they got everything. Although, to what degree chess is actually indicative of intelligence is questionable. Speaking as someone who's played chess for years and years, I can tell you there are some dumb chess players. Yeah, someone makes a really complicated someone knight forks you and you want to punch them in the face, now you can. The real beauty of it, though, is anyone who's getting punched in the face for 3 minutes straight is not gonna fucking play the optimal chess moves. You know what I mean? That's the really funny thing about it, is these people are gonna be tired, and they're gonna be fucking, they're gonna be reeling from getting punched repeatedly. And I just feel like even if you're still lucid, you're probably not gonna make the top engine move. True, yes. If you can't fucking protect yourself, you're probably not gonna make very good chess moves. Photos of chess boxing are pretty funny because they just have the chessboard like in the ring. You would think they would both get out of the ring to play the chessboard on the side or something like that, but instead they bring the chessboard into the ring. Who would be the best fucking Street Fighter 5 boxer? I think they moved the chessboard off. Letier God would probably be decent at it, yeah. He looks like he's in good shape. No, I was gonna say like players who would be good at SF5 boxing, but chess boxing, but it's SF5. Rico Suave? He seems like he'd be good at it. 81 Strider? He seems fit, right? Isn't he fit? He looks real fit to me. Yeah, all the Japanese players. I can't think of a single Japanese player who would like stand up against fucking 801. Latif, I haven't thought about him in a while. He was pretty skinny, wasn't he? Phenom and MMA fighter? Really? I don't know if I can buy that. He looks... No, I can't remember the last time I saw Phenom. Isn't he kind of chubby? Or maybe he's not, actually. I don't remember. I remember Phenom looked really young. How old is Phenom? Oh, yeah, Kenny Omega. He was just fucking... Yeah. He was light up the whole competition. KOF lobbies. Damn, that sounds kind of nice. Alright, yeah, I'll do that. I haven't forgotten about KOF. Make some more videos for it soon. Nice. The creepiest face in all Street Fighter. That would be my good friend Oro. Oh, we meant players. Marn? That's fucked up. I think Marn looks a little bit like a teddy bear. Not a lot, just a little bit. I think he looks more like a teddy bear than most Street Fighter players. I think that Oro's uglier than Abigail, but that's just me. They're both extremely ugly. But Abigail still looks human. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, he dropped it. So you run out of juggle potential because of the shadows or something? Does he not have pupils, or does he only have pupils? The better zoom in? Like, whose pose is cooler? Alright, note to self, never get into a fight with Phenom. There's usually, if you know what you're looking for, it's usually pretty fast to find things. I usually didn't have to do that much lab work for my videos. Like, if you see, like, this normal has gone from +2 to +4, you've obviously got to look at all the moves that are 4 frames, what you could link into, and how that's better than fucking when it was +2. And then you've got to look at all the cancels. So it's like, you know, okay, now this cancel into the heavy version of this didn't work, but now it does. And there aren't that many other changes it could usually affect, you know what I mean? Like, certain kinds of changes can only have certain implications. So you just look through those implications. My real weapon when I'm doing lab work is just that I've been playing fighting games for, you know, 2 decades. So I've just got this huge edge when doing lab work compared to people who have only been playing for like months. Yeah, it was for an old game. You've obviously got, like, you know, certain older sources you can dig through. Like, I don't know, old Shuriken forums and shit like that. But sometimes you really just do have to do the legwork. Sometimes you just have to test every cancel for every special move. Look at that, that was weird. Or you have to test a combo on every character. No. Well, I mean, I have played in arcades, but I never played in arcades as a primary means of playing the game. But I did play fighting games before they were mainstream. I mean, technically, fighting games went mainstream with Street Fighter 2, but you get what I'm talking about. I played them before SF4. Wow, that frame! He, like, moved during the frame. Spooky. You guys see that? It was the shadow. I think. I think it was the shadow just, like, runs 1 frame after him. Or 2 frames after him, or whatever, however many frames, and it just caught up with him. Yeah, it was like a fucking... It was like a Jotaro moment. We were all Dio, and Yang was Jotaro. Shoutouts to the Ibuki glitch. I've done that before in a match. I think against Tenran, but I forget who or when. I don't have, like, where... I don't know where the footage is. But I've both gotten the glitch and successfully exploited the glitch in a real match, which is absolutely hilarious. If one of your normals hits Ibuki's kunai on the same frame that she cancels into SA1, you can just fully move during the super freeze. And it's easy to react to because your normal will just recover during the super freeze. And if that ever happens, I can just dash forward and get under the super and then, you know, wait for her to finish and then punish it with close strong or something. It is extremely hilarious and weird. But it can happen very incidentally in that matchup because if Ibuki jumps at you trying to do kunai into super and you close strong her, your close strong will hit the kunai. And it might happen on that frame that she super cancels. It's like your main reply to the thing that she's doing will activate the glitch. Yeah, I saw that. Oh. Oh, Crystal Key posted that. I have not yet watched Texas Showdown Third Strike. Although I already had it spoiled. And now I will not be able to enjoy it. It's like... I'm quite good at Third Strike. But I don't think I'm good enough to win events at Third Strike. I can if they're small events. But when I watch players like Tommy Two Step play, I'm like, I'd probably lose. 8 or 9 times out of 10, I think I would lose. I don't know that because I've never played him. But just like I'm trying to gauge it by watching, I think I would be at a heavy disadvantage. I don't know who Ahmed is, so no. Most of the well-known Third Strike players in the U.S. are East Coast. One of these days, I should just learn fucking Chun-Li in Third Strike. I think I'd be quite a good Third Strike Chun-Li. And then I just do a lot better versus a lot of these top players. Because I'd be using Chun-Li. Uh-oh. GS Bath Cup. Never actually. I used to play in the stupid strikes and I won most of those, the ones I entered. And also, there was that fucking event that Rika held recently. I didn't even put archives of that on YouTube. I just fucking showed up, I collected my $70 and I left. I think I lost one game the whole tournament. But it was only like an 8-man bracket, so you know. What's the brand spelling of Segway? Nice parry. That's a red. We didn't see the red frames because of the FPS. Nice. Okay. You know, sometimes you want invincibility. And sometimes you want invincibility so much you spend a meter to kill an opponent with 2% health. One of my friends told me a story about how when he was a kid he went to Canada and he like pronounced a word just wrong. And they asked him if it was an American pronunciation and he said yes. I forget what the word was. He was like a young kid at the time. I think he said like vaccine instead of vaccine. And they were like, "Oh, is that an American pronunciation?" He was like, "Yeah." Yogurt. American pronunciation A. It's not an American pronunciation, eh? That's how a Canadian person would say it. Okay. Alex? What was that? Stand strong, medium chop, huh? What game is he playing? It's not this one. That's like a SF. That's like an SF5 cancel right there. Stand strong, medium chop. This guy's playing SF5. Nice. Stand strong anti-air is quite good. No, that's not jab. Alex in a game with Parry is nice and fresh. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of dizzy. Meaty sweep. Meaty overhead. That would have dizzied if it hit. That overhead's one of the best overheads in the game. It's one of Alex's good features. Nice. A little bit, yeah. He's not a very good character is really the key. He's fairly easy to play. He's hard to play well. There's a lot of weird little tricks to playing Alex well. Like, he actually has some useful charge partitions, for example. Which you wouldn't think. People are always coming at me like, does Chun-Li have a good charge partition? Does fucking Oro have a good charge partition? I don't think anyone ever asked me. I don't think I've ever been asked whether Alex has a good charge partition. He does have a lot of gimmicks. He's a very gimmicky character. Wake up stomp. I think that's frame 1 low immune. It's not frame 1 airborne, but I think it is frame 1 low immune. There's just like little spots where Alex has some weird stuff. Oh, remember in the Crystal Cube uh combo trial thing. It had Alex's optimal punish for Shoto Tatsu, which is a it's like a fucking partition side swapping slash elbow. It's not that he has a good charge partition, more that he's got some kind of cool things he can do with charge partitioning. Like moving into stomps or moving into EX slash elbow. But he does use it for some of his punishes too. What does Yang have over Yun? Rekka. I'm glad you asked. This whole special move right here, Yun would die for. Yun is better in many other ways, but this special move is fucking incredibly good. This single special move is better than all of Yun's special moves. Command Dash is novel, but not. I don't think it's that good. It's better than not having it. Was that a cross-up medium kick? That was weird. I hate that trial. I remember it. It's one of the hardest trials in the game. I remember Chun-Li had some awkward ones. And then obviously Manots are pretty awkward if you don't play Manot. The thing about Manots is they're actually very easy if you just don't give a shit about how many orbs you spend. Like, you're technically speaking, a lot of the links require, only require 1 orb to hit the link. But you can just spend like 3. I didn't find any trial in SF5 to be that difficult. I think Chun-Li had a weird one at some point. Had some kind of very awkward juggle somewhere. There's probably a hard one with Dhalsim, but I don't remember any. Someone made a comment on the Rashid at a glance video that Rashid was like the most brainless character in the game or something like that. And I replied to the comment saying that I thought Rashid was one of the more executionally demanding characters in the game. I think he called the combos brain dead. And I was like, actually, I think Rashid combos are some of the harder combos. Command grab starter. He thought he wasn't going to hit. Anyway, my reply got a bunch of up thumbs. And then I went back at it later to kind of look at how things were going, and anyone replied to it or something like that, and it was just gone. Couldn't find it. And I was just like, bro, like, did he delete the comment? Did I shame him? I didn't mean to shame him. Yeah, I guess that's true. I like that they made his VS2 combos easier. They were a pain to do before. They were like weirdly precise.